Boom! Hello guys, welcome. That was an epic place. Wow. Wow. That was an epic place, guys. Hello. Yeah, Dazzy. How you doing, peoples? Welcome in. Make sure to smash the thumbs up on the way in. How you doing? Wow. I'm just waiting for a couple of guests to come on. While they do, say hello to everyone. How you doing, guys? Welcome in. How we doing? Welcome. All right, Mr. Bengal. How we doing? Got myself a body thing for my GoPro, so I can wear that now. I just need to buy some spare batteries for my GoPro because it died whilst we were getting in and all that. So you didn't get to see that, but you will on Taffy's. Yo, Daz84, how you doing? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Hello. Ooh, are we ready, sir? Shall we add him? Shall we bring this person on? Shall we? Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Grogu Gozers.
Grogu.
Yay. I can't wait for some more Mandalorian. It's like,
yeah, mate.
It's painful having to wait for him.
Yeah, man. Definitely. How you doing anyway, mate? Welcome.
I'm all right. Sorry, I'm all right.
You up?
Yeah, thanks. I was falling, not because of the content, but I was just like tired, and I was like, oh, so I was watching your video, and I was like, no, I can't manage to stay awake here. So when I got myself an energy drink and downed it, I was like, I gotta stay awake. I must stay awake.
Yeah, mate. That place.
It's different,
you were right,
isn't it?
mate. You were right. It's a rabbit warren, that, and we need to go back.
And you just cannot find your way around properly, and you end up going back on the same places, and you're going like, how do we get to those buildings over there? And then you try, and you end up like, hang on, we're back in the same place again, and it's like you just can't find your way from section to section. And I honestly don't know how people who must have been in there as students had a bloody clue where they were. It must have taken them a long time to kind of, you got to go through that building into a little secret little tiny corridor, and then boom, you're into the next bit. You know, there's like magic portals, like corridors that lead you into the rest, but it's not easy at all to find your way around.
No, I mean, we missed the whole building out, so yeah. So Taff, if you're watching, mate, we're going back.
Well, see, the thing is, you covered a lot of the things that I didn't cover, because when I did that, and hello to everybody as well in the chat. Oh, that's my alarm reminding me to come on your show. Yeah, when we went in, I came in through the Victorian building, so we had to navigate that one. And to be honest, I think that was even more complicated as well than some of the bits. So you've got the worst bit is still to come. You know, the one that really like, wow, you know, is still to come, because it's a lot grottier, it's a lot narrower, and it's just really, really hard. And the thing is, I think it's a challenge as well to kind of like when you go in there to see whether you can get out at speed, like, you know, can you find your way back at speed? It's not easy.
No, I mean, we were you know, getting around all right, but at points you were just like, what block am I in? Where am I? Is it this way? Oh, we've just come this way, so we just come around in circles. And you're like, oh, Jesus, all right, I am that way. And then you go that way and you find something else and you're like, whoa, where's this? You can easily get lost in there. Easy. Very easy.
Has Taffy got the link? Because he just said, I'm here, but I don't know whether that means
appeared.
He's not got the link maybe or something, because he's like, I'm here. Anyway, by the way, everyone ignore Taffy, right? Pretend like we don't know he's here, right?
I have sent him the link. He says he's
He
watching.
likes it when people ignore him. So just like ignore him. He loves it. It brings him peace in his soul. It's like calms him down.
My bloody my GoPro stopped. The battery went when we were getting in, so that's why you didn't see us getting in. But the way we got in, we were walking round because we didn't have a ladder. We were like, oh, how the hell are we going to get in here? And luckily, down, do you know that car park next to it?
Yeah.
There was like a bit of a fenced off area bit. There was a wooden ladder down the side. We were like, oh,
I saw pictures of it.
Yeah. And I sent you the video, didn't I? And I was like, we were like, whoa, okay, yeah, this is it, right? Used it and got in through a window. That's how we got in. Getting out was easy. So
I climbed up like a sort of drain pipe and then got up onto a pipe, and then from that pipe, which was like a sort of sticking out pipe like that, from that I kind of like rappelled, got up the wall. So yeah, it wasn't easy to do without a ladder. The way I went, it looked like you might have actually had a bit of a need. So
yeah, I mean, the way we got out, do you know that door that was opened? Like a corrugated door. You know, the ones that go up and down, like a garage.
Oh yeah, shutter door.
Yeah, shutter. There you go. We climbed out of there. There was like a little shed. Climbed on the top of that, and then just down the wall. That was it. Out.
Dangle dropped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways. If you've got a ladder, there's loads of ways you can get in. To be honest,
I think it's a ladder job.
I mean, I would seriously recommend to anyone who fancies a bit of a challenge and a bit of a laugh, give it a go, because but be prepared, because it will knacker you, It will really. Here he is.
Here he is.
Here he is.
All right. Partner in crime.
All right.
Yeah. There he goes.
Hey, there you are, look. I feel like I'm part of the team now. Fucking hell.
Wow.
Okay, Miller.
Well, you were there.
Fucking third leg, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you are here. You can see you're like the crotch between our two.
Right. I don't mind. As long as I'm between, I don't mind. It's
when
I'm on the outside, I feel pushed out, mate. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in the middle, mate, at least I'm getting in either direction. You know what I'm saying? So it's
but we're like the two testicles, and you're like the knob. Look. Oh, there we go.
Oh God.
Oh. Yeah. There you go.
Let me stick my big light on, because I keep forgetting about it. I don't
look how much difference it doesn't make, folks. Right? Seriously. Absolutely no difference. It's like I turned the light on, folks, and nothing's changed.
My lighting's shocking. If anyone can recommend a half decent light, yeah.
Maybe you just need to adjust your settings on your webcam, because a lot of people don't know how to get into the manual settings because they're a little bit hidden away. But I mean, I
thought you had two lights, Taff. Don't they work?
I do, mate, but they're shocking, mate. I think as soon as it goes bright. Yeah.
Then it turns it darker.
Look, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Like
when you move your hands.
Yeah. And then look.
And then it goes up and down. See, that's because it's on auto. That's why it looks horrible. You've got to get into the manual controls, because mine will be autofocus. If I put mine on autofocus, it'll be hunting in and out the whole bloody time like that. Look, it's just be absolute shit. It'll be up and down the autofocus all the way through. That's bloody awful. And then the image settings on mine, if I didn't mess around with it, I'd be like that all the bloody time. I'd be like, hello, it's a secret vault, yeah. I'd be like that.
Oh yeah.
So you literally got to get your hands on the controls, man, and you can sort it out then, and you can manually set it to what you want, and it should stay that way as well. Yeah.
Sorry, I've got two screens. I'm like this because I'm just looking now.
And that, I mean, back to that place. I mean, that security guard doesn't really care, does he?
Oh, he doesn't give a crap, mate. I think if I'd have walked down the road, yeah, with 2 sledgehammers, one on each arm, right, and like started walking through, right, he'd just be like, "Do you want a hand?" I honestly think he would be like,
gone.
"It's
When we came out, he's gone.
yeah, I actually think he would be like, "It's horrible."
He'd driven off when we came out. He wasn't there.
Yeah,
He'd gone. We were like, all right, bye. So yeah, I mean, apparently there's a bunker there. Apparently,
is there?
Is there? That's the thing. I wonder whether they're just referring to the fact that the underground itself, like which, is the bunker sort of thing. Because I didn't see a bunker per se. I couldn't find it if it's there, and it would be easy to miss it in that place because, you walk past a lot of rooms and you kind of give them a second glance. You go, oh yeah, another room. Oh yeah, another room. You don't go in and actually.
But why would there be a bunker there though? That's the thing.
I don't get
World
that.
War
It
II.
was Liam who said it.
World War II bunker.
Yeah.
Really?
In the Victorian bit.
Which we missed, mate.
Yeah, we completely missed that. Like, I was looking
Like
on
I say,
the map. Yeah, I was thinking we've done all the left-hand side, but we didn't. Literally straight down the middle to the left. We done, yeah. But
Yeah, it was by the library, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like Matt was saying, I was like, no way. You just don't think at the time. You're going through that place, and you're that.
But I think we'd find it quite quick now we've been there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think we'll record going in like we normally do, and then just say, right, I'll be back when I don't know where I am. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's just going to be better, isn't it?
No, I remember about that.
I remember getting into the library, and the library was the key because between, the only way you can get from the Victorian buildings into the bits that you were running round and going round and round, right, which is a massive area, and I only did one of those buildings. I think you went and did the other 4. Or you did the other 3 buildings, So you did all of that, whereas I only did one, and I got bored because I assumed that the others were going to look fairly similar, and I was knackered. Like you got knackered. I got knackered because I went through the library, got to one of the buildings, went up the top, and I was like, right, I've had enough now, and I came back, so I didn't do the others. You did all those buildings, but you didn't do the Victorian one. Can you imagine how knackered you'd be if you went and did the Victorian one? Because that would have taken you about another hour and a half.
Oh yeah, we'll 1,000,000% be able to go back. Now we know like how much of a ball ache it really is to get into. But I've got a plan, mate. I have actually got a bit of a plan.
Sound. Let me know.
And I can't say on here, but I could write it in the chat, I suppose.
But when you walked all the way around the side of the building and then you came to the car park and Brady said, oh, it's actually a car park. And you went, oh, is it? And you started walking there.
Yeah.
The moment you go into the car park, that's where I got in. It's actually climbed up there. There's like a little bit.
No way.
Oh, you climbed in for that.
Did you see where the old fire escape and that was?
Yes. Not quite as far down as that.
There, isn't it? Just before.
Yeah. It's before that.
As you walk in, it's just to your right, and then the fire escape
That's it.
in front, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what, right? Because I looked at that, right, and I went, I wonder what idiot would have climbed up that way. And it's on my video as well. And you're the idiot. So I'm happy with that. I'm like quite chuffed with that, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. I climbed up that first time I went there. Yeah. There's no like nothing to grip onto. I basically climbed up a drain pipe and then onto a piece that sticks out, like a drain pipe that sticks out, then put my foot on that. And then I sort of like got myself up. I was like, it wasn't easy, to be honest. But yeah.
My ass is horrendous. I tried climbing up a normal wall, mate, and I was like, Brady, just push me up, mate. He was like, what? I was like,
I had to pull you up,
He was like, I was puffing out my arse, mate. I was going, I was just dying, mate, all the way around, right? And he was like, "You're right." I was like, "Yeah, mate." I'm like, I want to go. Joy, and it was just like, but then it just got to the point where I was just running up and down and up and down, up and down all day. We were in there for a good 3 hours. And I said to you, didn't I? I said, look, I don't think we've seen it all. And I said to you, didn't I? And it was like, But by far, that is like the biggest uni college, whatever you want to call it, right, that I've ever done. Now, I love colleges and unis, schools, anything like that. I don't know why, I just do. Got a massive fascination on them, like yourself. I've got them on military stuff, like, you know. So,
I just can't believe that something that big is just there in the middle of a town. It's just like,
yeah, you know why? Don't you?
the
Because
whole area
about
in the
a
middle of a town.
30-foot drop on one side, yeah, with like massive, like I think it's like 10-foot boards with like barbed wire on the top. We found Crackhead Joe jacking up round the corner, and I was like, I looked at the footage, right, but my camera angle just wasn't enough down. But I was watching him suit up, like, and I was gonna just go, what are you doing, just to make him like shit himself, just so it went everywhere. And I thought, shit, can you imagine that if he just come out running after us, like, I just spilt his fix, like, can you imagine?
No, he wouldn't have come running after you, mate. He'd have been sniffing it out of the bloody grass.
Oh, mate, it was awful, mate. I was just going, I was just like laughing at him. I was like, fuck my life. And then every now and then we'd look through a window or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's where Crackhead Joe was. All right, Dave. And that's all you hear all the way through mine is Crackhead Joe or Dave, like, and it's, it's just funny, Mum. I've pretty much edited mine, and I got mine down to 1 hour and 45 minutes. And I I must have pulled out about half an hour, 40 minutes out of it. And I
put all of it in, mate.
There was some bits, mate, that I didn't really want on the fucking video, if I'm honest. Like, you know, some of the things we were talking about, and you know,
well, yeah, there was a lot of swearing, so I had to cut some of that out.
I know. I'm trying to cut mine out as well, but I just think bollocks to it. I got to that stage now. I'm just like, do you know what? Oh, fuck it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's.
I didn't see any cameras because Liam said there was cameras. I'm like, I didn't see no cameras around that place.
No, I didn't.
Nah, there's old dead ones, but nothing live.
Yeah, he was saying out in that little forecourt where I said Urban Lad Yorkshire had gone through that window. He said, "Oh, aren't you glad you didn't go through there?"
Yeah, he said there was cameras there. I'm like, I didn't see no cameras.
To be honest, mate, we should have gone in there, out of that window, and gone up the fire escape and gone back into that building, because that would have taken us to the old part.
You should have borrowed my drone footage. I did tell you I got loads of drone footage, and you should have borrowed it off my video, because you could have used some of that.
Mate, I could have thrown my drone, but I didn't even pack it. I'm getting that
to illustrate your video. You should have used some of it. I tell you what, if you want, because your audience hasn't actually seen it, do you want to see a bit of it so you can tell what it looks like from the air, so you've got a better idea? Why not?
Why?
Do you want to have a quick look, folks?
I didn't realise you had drone footage, mate. I didn't realise.
Yeah. Do you want ready, Ian?
I don't want your gay footage.
You ready for this sexy time, folks? Here we go.
Hello, sexy banana.
Hello.
I don't think you've got the music with it, so
It's all right, don't worry.
But that's the edge to the left-hand side of that building. That's where I climbed up. Yeah.
Is that where you climbed up?
Yeah, this is all the old Victorian bit. You never went in any of this, right? Right. This is the stuff you went in.
Yeah, we did them buildings, didn't we?
Yeah, we did all
that's right.
that bit.
And that's the library in the middle, right? And then from those buildings back, look how much of the Victorian stuff there is.
We literally did half of it.
You only did half, mate. Yeah.
Oh my god, mate! We need to go back.
Yeah, look at those pigeons trying to
realize it was that
drone. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And how
check out that private chat, because I've messaged on there. Just agree.
Look, and there's all this like classic old building and all this sort of crap, you know.
We went in that bit.
No, we didn't.
No, I don't think you did. I don't.
No.
Oh no, I don't.
Do you see that bit where it went round on like an L on the right hand side? We have to go round that and then back in, I think.
Yeah. Well, just to let everyone know, the guy with his car, his security car, tends to park up there at night.
I think he was just down.
Yeah.
The right hand side, yeah.
we walked in round here with a ladder, like all right, no lights on. Walked round here, went in this little blue bit by here, and got the ladder up here on the side, and he was none the wiser. He was none the wiser. So that's the end of that bit of footage. But have a look at me how I climb up now. There we are. Look, I'm in that bit now. So I got that onto a pipe, then climbed up that pipe, and then got my foot. Yes, I wonder if you can see me do it. Yeah.
Jesus.
You go in. So get your foot on that, then get on the pipe, then put your foot on the right hand side, then hold on to the left hand pipe. There you go. Hold on to the pipe, pull yourself up, and then you got to like
all right.
jump the last bit, like, you know. And that's with my camera in my mouth as well.
Fair play to you, mate.
Okay, yeah. Mate, you took the easy option. You want to see the way I went in? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then see that on the right hand side, that air conditioning unit, you climb in the window there. You could go on those ones opposite. It's amazing how I didn't get spotted. There's the window. And I tell you what, you better memorize the way into that window to get back onto the air conditioner, because that took me about half an hour to find just that one room.
And how long's your video, Matt?
Oh, it's 2 hours.
Yeah, right. And you've only done half of it.
And I've only done half of it, yeah.
Yeah, so guys, you want to see Matt's side, and then watch our side, and then we'll get Matt to put this video out, and then whatchamacallit, and then we'll go back and do it.
Yeah. And that's it. The rest of it, I'll let you either decide to watch it, or you can watch Taffy's when they go back. But there we go.
Did you go on your own there?
Was I on my own?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did on my own.
Mate, and you didn't even see Crackhead Joe on your own? Mate,
no.
You need to go back, mate.
Fair play to you, dude.
Well, at least now, Matt, you know if it's worth going back for now to do the second half.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the new bits, there are some bits in there that, you know, might be interesting. There's like that courtyard and things. I think it's a lot of the same. Those new buildings, they kind of like carbon copy. It's just like the same sort of thing.
Pasted, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Copy and pasted and gone, right, I'll have that room, and then I'll have that room, and that floor is exactly like the one over there on A corridor, and B, C, D, E, and F.
Yeah.
And that's it.
You've sorted your something to do with your settings. You're a little bit too bright now because your face.
Now I feel like an Oompa
Loompa. Have you done anything though? Have you set them?
It's fucking stupid.
Mate,
this webcam is more fucked up than my life, and that's saying something. I'm pretty fucked up.
Yeah, because what you can do, right? Because I know in StreamYard it doesn't really have any settings. It just says what resolution do you want. But what you could do is you could fire up another piece of software which can access the webcam that has like the advanced button, and the advanced button brings up all the sliders. And even though you're not using that software, if you play with the sliders, it'll affect it in StreamYard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Well, I just went to open it, and basically it said you cannot operate because the webcam is in use.
In use.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That if it's in use, it won't let you. But does it let you open it, but in a black screen? But then you can press the advanced button.
No.
Doesn't even let you do that.
No. So I'll have to come off to go back on, and I'm not doing that. Can't be asked.
There's a bastard. Right. Never mind then.
You just have to deal with it going really bright, and then like at least then I'll be whitewashed, join, and that'll be all right. Yeah. What have they got planned for the college? Chin-up said.
Demolishing.
Nothing.
It'll go that, won't it?
Yeah, it's up for sale. I don't know if it's been sold. But yeah, I think the plans have been demolished.
Well, I think they're not allowed to do the old Victorian bit because that's listed, but the new bit is just going straight down. Yeah.
Basically, all the bit that we've just done is going, and the bit that Matt's just done, right? It's staying. That's the only way to describe it, isn't it?
Pretty much, mate. Pretty much.
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah, that was an epic place. So yeah, it looks like there's going to be another part to it. Fucking hell.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so you'll have to let me know, mate, about that private message, because if you do, I need to send you more money on top of the money I need to send you tomorrow.
Can we do it the next day?
Yeah, that's fine. I just need to know, mate, so I can send money over.
I've been asked to work, that's all.
Mate, tell him, yeah, to sit on your
It's extra money, dude. Extra money to go away, mate.
So. Oh, yeah, no, that's it, mate. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not bothered. I just need to know.
It'll be done on my birthday, so that's sound, isn't it?
Oh, mate, I'll give you a birthday bash, mate.
So that, all right, yeah. We'll talk after this, but yeah, we'll
yeah, no, that's cool, mate. Well, I've not taken my tablets yet, mate, because people thought I'd fallen asleep the other day. Like, I was like this, and I wasn't. Do you know what I mean? I was like trying to sort something out, but yeah.
And, what was that lad who saw it when we were coming out? He was like, how did you get in there? We were like, well, there's a ladder over there if you want to go and use it.
Mate, to be honest, yeah, what we should have done, right, is helped him up that ledge, yeah, and then just to get the ladder so his mate could get up there.
Yeah, I was going to say, but we said to him, don't
I was going to give him a boost up the wall, yeah, just to get him up there, yeah. Because once he was on top of that wall, he would have been all right, yeah. But I was like, nah, sod that. I thought he might be another crackhead, Joe.
I don't think he was.
No, he was a yak. You'll see that on my video anyway, guys. You'll see me literally just jumping off the top of like a 15-foot wall. Just giving up by the end of it. I was like, I'll sod it. And
you just dropped, didn't you? You just went,
yeah,
right,
I was like, right. Anyway, guys, fuck you, I'm out. See you. I just got fed up in the end. I was like,
at one point, we were contemplating going over that big high wall, weren't we? But
oh, yeah.
I'm glad we didn't, to be honest. That would have been a hell of a drop the other side.
Oh, mate. It would have been funny, though.
Because there was a bin right next to a wall. Wasn't
yeah,
there?
yeah.
And we were thinking, looks like people have been over there. But I'm actually glad we went there.
I spotted it, though, didn't I? From one of the top windows, didn't I? I was like, oh, yeah. Look. And it was like, what the fuck?
I'm glad we spotted that ladder, though, mate. That was
mate. I knew
just roll one ladder.
I must have walked around it 3 times before I'd even realised it was a ladder. I was like, at one point, I was like, right, guys, look, I'm going to keep looking because I know there's a way. I just don't know where this way is.
Yeah, definitely. And it was.
And then literally, I started recording, going back into the car park, and then I thought, oh, I've not checked that corner, and I wanted to check that corner. There's something was telling me about that corner. And then I was like, and that's where the ladders were.
I have got a way for you to play with your settings, Taffy.
I beg your pardon. Don't you talk filthy to me, sunshine.
I bet any money you got OBS installed on your system, haven't you?
I have. Very much indeed, yo.
You can fire up. I don't know if you want to do it now, but you can fire up OBS now in another window, right? But don't press broadcast or anything. You can fire it up. And even though the camera is in use, and it will say, nope, the camera's in use, you'll just have a black window, right?
Yeah, it's just loading now.
Yeah, double click on the webcam icon in one of the scenes, right? So double click it. It'll bring up the settings for the capture device, right? Select your webcam and press configure.
Video capture, innit?
Yeah. Well,
is it?
Hang on, I'll show it to you now, right? I'll share the screen. So I'll show you exactly what you need to do. Hang on, share screen. Oh, hang on. Did I press? No, hang on. Did I press fucking cancel? Oh, what a twat. Sorry, my mouse moved over the cancel button. What a knob. Right, hang on then. Right, say you got your StreamYard like this, right? Well, go into any scene where you've got a webcam, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see it? And then double click it, and then select the webcam that you use, like HD Pro webcam 920. I've got. Select your webcam, right?
Yeah.
And then see where it says configure video.
Yeah.
Yeah, press that button and it brings up the magic panel.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And now you've got the magic panel. You can use this magic panel to affect your shit whilst you're in. Right, I'll stop the screen now. You can turn it off auto gain, put it on manual gain, turn it off auto white balance, put it on manual. You can affect the focus, but now it'll stay set during your use. There we are. It's going brighter now. Did you do that?
No, right. So brightness. Let's just turn.
Is it on auto though? If it's on auto, it won't let you adjust the brightness.
Yeah, white balance. Yeah, right. There you go. Right.
Oh, white balance. I saw it change then. I saw it change.
Yeah, right. So let's.
Oh, there you go. Something happened. What about the exposure or auto gain or auto? Brady's gone to fucking sleep here. Look, we got into a tech session. He's gone like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, get me the fuck out.
Taking over my channel with tech session. But this is useful for people. This is like a lot of people are going to suffer with this shit.
Messages again. Ugh.
Oh, not again. Fucking hell. What pricks, aren't they? Fuck's sake. What a bunch of fucking bellends.
Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you guys. It's like, yeah, carry on, whatever. Anyway.
Right, is that better?
Yeah.
A bit white though, isn't it?
Well, is it manual though? Put your hand up against the camera and away so you can see. Does it affect it? No, it stays the same. Ooh. Oh no, it's still changing. It's still changing. So I think you've got an auto setting on somewhere. You've got to turn the auto setting off somewhere.
My auto is off now.
Click the auto on, then off, just in case it has to be toggled.
Right. So auto white balance is
no. It's not really white balance. It's exposure you want. Exposure or gain.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, auto exposure. There you go.
Right. Now slide it up to what you like. Yes. Now, if you put your hand in front and away, it should stay at the same balance. Yes. Yes, mate. Finally.
Oh, fucking hell, Matthew.
Now we can see you, and it's not going to fucking darken you out. Oh, what did you just do? Was that contrast you were playing with them?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, contrast too much, but I mean, whatever you like. I mean, you could take it down a bit because your skin's a bit burnt out on the white bits, but but not as dark as it was. Yeah.
I'm just sort of like.
There we are. We got a little bit of skin tone in there now. That's good enough. Yeah. And you could go a little bit less contrast, and it'll make your beard a bit grayer, but it will lift it up a bit. It'll lift it up. There you go. Just a tad less. That's it.
Yeah,
and yeah, that's good.
Right. So
sometimes black stuff you have to have it grey because it'll never go true black.
It's annoying, like sometimes. Do you know what? I had to do that and the zoom in that because when I did my unboxing, I used my webcam and then screen recorded on the on Streamlabs because I thought, fucking hell, I couldn't be arsed setting up my my actual camera, so I did it all through that. Yeah. So
yeah, but it'll stay set now. So if you ever go live again and you want to sort of bang it on the head,
a lot better, isn't it, guys? I can see you all.
Now, if he was to turn his light on and off, you'd see the difference now because it won't compensate. So now you'll see his light go off.
Oh yeah. Look,
well, your mate. Those are not lights. Those are fucking those are little LED sparklers, mate. They're not friggin' lights. They are not. They are not lights. That's a light.
Right, yeah.
That's a light. Yeah, right. That's a light. But that one above you, mate, that makes no difference.
That main one isn't. Yeah, but this one is literally right there. I need to set my second one up really. But I don't think I need to now.
So there we go, folks. Now you know how to do it because there's nothing worse than automatic fucking focus and automatic white balance. Because if you bring something coloured into the scene, everything else changes, and when you take that thing out, it all goes back, and the colours are all. It's much better to just set it manual. Unfortunately,
it's a lot better.
We haven't got to the point where computers actually think these.
Streamlabs.
Yeah. I've got my fidgety spinner thing.
I remember seeing the settings because I thought I was trying to zoom in and out. Do you know what I mean? And I was trying to get it sort of right. But I think I've got this bit down to a T, you know, like the outside. It's just the lighting. I keep forgetting I could have done that full through there as well. Because believe it or not, this is ultra wide. This webcam I got off Baz Malachi before he passed away.
Oh dear. Rest in peace, Baz.
I need to get what you've got, Matt.
Mate, you grabbed
I think it's Baz Mulcahy, wasn't it? I think it's
Baz Malachi.
Mulcahy. Yeah.
I need to get one of them pockets.
Yes. Well, what I was experimenting with, I bought what they call a cheese board, which is like a spacer.
Oh yeah.
And it has all the different sizes of tripod things. So you can put like stuff onto things, and you know, like have something underneath your camera, and still screw your camera into like a plate, but like have two things on the plate, so two cameras or a light next to it or whatever. It's just quite handy little things. I got a big one here, cheese plate. But this was too big. I was thinking of chopping it down, but I found you could buy this. So it's like a tenner. It's a lot of money for a bit of metal. But I was thinking, right, what I was going to do, because the mouthpiece is here, and the mouthpiece always puts the camera right in front of my eyes. So I thought if I can lower it down somehow, then I'll have my eyes over the top, so I can still see when I'm filming.
Would you not use like a J mount or anything?
Probably.
Yeah. I sorted Claire's out for her. I give her like a whole new thing. Like,
I bet you gave her a whole new thing.
I'd love to.
She probably had a few whole new things after you, mate. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not allowed to talk about that. I get into trouble about that.
She's probably, I've had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. All that and all that crap, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's a little bit off angle. I don't know if you can see it. It won't go straight, so I'm gonna have to jam some rubber. Hello, Pompey. Jam something in it, like a bit of a shim or something. They call them shims, so it'll tighten up straight. A washer, tighten up straight, and then get this bastard on here like that, and then it's more up in the air. But I got it. That one's not angled correctly either, because that's like an angle.
Oh yeah, it's proper pissed, isn't it? Yeah, you just have to either really tighten it, or you're gonna have to put some Loctite.
And it don't really help. It's not high. It's not up enough. Huh?
It's at the same height, that.
Well, the old one would have been down here like S. The old one would have been like that. No, this one's like that.
Mark, could you
need to have it like that.
The other way around?
Like that. I could, for certain type of climbing, I could put it upside down in my mouth.
Yeah.
And I've thought about that, but I always forget to do it. In practice, I never actually end up doing it.
Yeah.
You're right, though. I could put it upside down. I need to remember to try it and do it. That's not really worked. But it was an idea anyway. Good job. Now I can wind my camera up before I go filming. Look. Get some spring action into it.
My community page, man. Just bear with.
All right, mate.
Well, that was a useless £10. It'll come in useful somewhere else, because you buy all these things. You think, oh, that'll work really well. So you can put these little things in there, so you can then screw two things into one.
Yeah, that's it. I've got some here. I was going to send you reducers that go from 1/4 inch to. Is it? You have your light
on one side, and maybe something on the other. You know, like with that.
I can do it thing. To be honest.
I bought like a pack of 10 of them, because I thought they'll go from like 1/4 inch to 3/8, and whatever it is. Yeah.
And funnily, if this one magically happens to just stop at exactly the right point, so it was always the magic one. But yeah, I could. Because
you can always on. Do you know when you normally
hits your chest though? It hits your chest, so I'll have to put it out more like that.
while you're doing a bit of skiing, going for it.
Yeah.
No, it's fist pumping my cock, mate.
I was more thinking of button bashing the anus.
Yeah.
Button bash.
Damn it.
To be honest, I mean, it does pretty well as it is. I mean, you know, I'll have to try it upside down. Now I'll see whether I can manage. But because I'm putting my head down, I'm instantly going to hit my chest, and I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but if you've got that bar as well, you could do it down to as a drop onto another one. Joe, so it sort of come down and then like on an angle away from you, but not too far away from you, to the point where you're going to end up smashing it on the wall or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? As long as it gives you like 2 or 3 inches away from you, I think that'll be all right. Or, Mark,
I would say no to 2 or 3 inches.
Mark, you'd love 2 or 3 inches right up your nostril. Or, right, I could send you this, and that goes onto a harness. Right, so if you know you're going to climb, like I won't use it because that's why
chest harness.
That's why I've got my thing, but literally it just clips on like yay, and then obviously like, you know, when it pinches, do you know what I mean? It'll go onto your harness or whatever. So if you even on your head or whatever, as long as when you're just climbing, it'll be all right, won't it?
Yeah, I need something that's like quick release. I need like something that'll come off quickly. So I have to see. Well, I had some fun today. There's a village in Wiltshire that's abandoned, right? And
Really?
it's got about 30 houses in it, and it was a Christian society. Were like, it was like a working farm. So basically you live on the farm and you work, and then you live there. You know, that's basically working there. Is you get your food and you live there, and that's it. It was like but they took a load of refugees in from Germany, like Jewish people and Polish people, because of all the shit that was going on with the war. But apparently people turned a bit nasty on them. They didn't like them there. They were like, they were a bit funny with them. So the organization decided that it had had enough, and decided to up sticks and go to another country with its organization, and just left the stuff behind. And then it was taken over by the Home Office, who turned it into like for naughty boys, you know, like a Borstal thing for naughty boys. Yeah. So they were using it up until the 60s, I think it was, and then it's been left behind. And it's a weird one, you know. It's out on its own, but it has got a security guard. And he was pissy with me. He was like, "Oh, you could be stealing copper from you." I said to him, "It's probably you stealing the bloody copper, mate, because it's already gone." You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody knows because I was in there. They don't like that.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, you know, well, you shouldn't be on the site. You know, like if you asked me, you could have come in here." And I said, "Oh, and let me guess now. If I ask you now, you will say no." Yeah, that's right. No. And I said, "Yeah, like I couldn't have guessed." Yeah. So what I'm going to say to people is the video will be out soon, including the drone footage, which will show you the best ways to get in and out. And guess the best bit, folks. I was blagging it, right? And it turned out I was right. Like, all right. I said, well, there's a byway comes straight through the centre here. And he went, yeah, there is. And I was like, oh, he's like, oh dear. So there is a byway that goes through there. So it means you have a right to go straight through this village that, you know, they don't want you in, but they can't stop you because there's a byway. And I thought that's why the main gate has a padlock on it, but the side walking gate has to be kept open by law. And that's why there was no lock on it. It was just open. Okay. And across the road, I spotted one of those signs that sort of tells you, like, go the pathway this way or the pathway that way. So I kind of thought, I wonder if it is a pathway through this area, but didn't think about it. When I blagged him by saying, oh, isn't it? It's a byway through here. And he went, yes, it is. But you've got to stay on it. And you've come off it to have a look at these houses. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, mate. So guess what, folks? you can go and have a look at it, and you could just basically go, nye, 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 nye.
There's nothing they can do either. Hey,
not
Dan,
really.
How you doing, Dan?
And the thing is, as well, if anyone does go to it when I put it up, I would really like for people to go up to the security guard, stay on the path, right? Try and seek him out and say, "Oh, well, mate. I didn't want to go looking at these things without asking you, but is it right if I go and have a look, right?" And if he says no, you say, "Oh, fucking Secret Vault was right." He said you were fucking lying.
Right, that caught you.
Yeah.
You know that guy? Remember him? Well, guess what? You fucking knew, Joanna. So you're full of shit, you pal. Do you know what, right? If that's the case, yeah, right, I might actually go there, Matt, right? Because I'm going to visit my daughter very soon, right? And it's not too far from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So... Yeah.
There's about 20, 30 houses there. A lot of them have got clearway doors on them, and all the clearway doors are open. There's no locks on them, so you can walk into these houses. So I'm like, what's he trying to secure? It's all open. Yeah.
Mate, I think we should just go
stupid.
there and camp there for one night. It'll be well funny camping underneath his nostrils, like.
Oh, and then he followed me out then in his plastic police car, like a security guard car with all the same livery as a police car, except an orange bar on the top instead of a bloody blue bar. Honestly, the guy thought he was a police officer, mate, and he was standing there and he was shaking when he was talking to me. But I nearly said to him, I said, "Mate, what are you shaking for?" I was laughing at him. I was just like,
that was like that school that we did. He was scared of me. He was, and I mean, like petrified.
Yeah.
Buddy Brady. Do you remember? Right, he was.
Oh, that one at that school.
Yeah, he was petrified. If he could have shaken any more, he'd have been pulling one off me. Oh, definitely.
And this guy had 2 dogs, and he said, "You shouldn't have your dog off a lead in here. There's signs everywhere saying security. Don't you read the signs?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "So you did know there was security here?" I said, "Yeah." I said, I didn't know there was security here because 99% of the time there never is." And he said, "Well, what about the signs about the dogs? Don't you take a notice of that?" And I said, "Yeah, but mate, security signs are bollocks, mate. They put them on buildings to tell you to keep out there. There is no security on them." I said, "The only way I'll know if there's security here is if I walk up here and bump into you, which is exactly what I've done, you know?" So he said, "Well, if my dogs were off the lead, they'd have attacked your dogs." And I said, "Don't worry, my dog could kill your dogs." she's quite hard. And I said, "And I'd be in there as well, so it'd be two onto 2, me onto one of your dogs and her onto the other one." He goes, "I know what you're like now. That's it." He was like, and I was like, "Well, don't threaten your dogs against mine, yeah, and then get pissed off when I say I'll fucking have them. I'll have your dogs. Don't get pissed off, right? When you're trying to be like, oh, I've got dogs. I don't care. Your dogs will last about 10 seconds. Yeah. They'll be fucking crying with their fucking arm, with one of their arms or legs fucking hanging off and a lot of blood coming out." So, yeah. I mean, I like all these security guards. He's probably sleeping there and he needs 2 dogs because he's shitting himself at night. He's like, people coming around. I need some dogs to secure me. It's like, but
to do security, right? I got up on Denby Mental Asylum on my own, right? And that covers 15 acres. And I had to do that on my own at night. It'd take me an hour to walk around the whole thing, right? I'd go back, I'd make a coffee, I'd drink me coffee or whatever it was that I was making, and then I'd go for another walk, I'd come back, I'd make food, I'd go back out again and make a drink, go back round, have another bit of drink. Oh, it was a fucking nightmare. It was just taking that fucking long to get round. Do you know what I mean? When it was on my own, it was all right if there's 2 or 3 of you, because you can take it in turns, you can have a good break, but literally, I was running ragged in that place, mate. But I was one of those security guards that was like, well, if I caught you, I'd kick you out and I'd just be like, look, just wait for my torch, wait for me to go past and then just go in. I used to tell them, if I don't catch you, I can't do nothing about it. Do you know what I mean? So the amount of people, right, that used to go there, right, was unreal, right? And they went, oh yeah, I watched some guy down the road. Like, I was like, all right, okay. And they went, oh yeah, it's Urbex for Taffy. I was thinking, you fucking dickhead. And I was like, oh, watch this video. And he went in, and I was like, here I am. I was like, so I made a rod for my own back, really, didn't I? Do you know what I mean? But what can I do?
I tried talking to him, all right, but he was like, "What are you doing round there?" And I said, "What difference does it make?" And he goes, "Well, you're not on. You shouldn't be round there." And I'm like, "Yeah, mate, but it's just old abandoned buildings. What do you care?" "I care because I'm looking after this for the people." And I said, "Mate, they don't give a shit." I said, the people who own this, have let it get like this. So what do you care what people are up to? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, and then
mate, he was just to do a job, right? Now, if it's not already sealed up, yeah, that is not your job, right? Yeah. So therefore, if it's wide open, mate, what the fuck are you looking after? The jerry cans down the road with a floodlight.
There's no fence around the site. There's no Harris fence. There's no fence. There's no nothing. It's straight off the road.
Around in circles.
Just open, yeah.
Just open. The thing is, people they drive past it. They don't know it's there because trees block the view to all these houses, so nobody knows it's there. Unless you know it's there, you'd probably just drive past it, not know a single thing is there. But you know, he said, "Oh, we're going to get thousands of people coming here now because you." And I said, "Yeah, probably. But the thing is, it's down to him and his attitude. If he wants to bounce off people that will come in there and just get more and more and more and more and more angry, then it's going to be one of those, isn't it? You know, he's going to have a worse and worse and worse and worse and worse time. But if he wants to be nicer to people who come, then it's going to make his life a lot easier because everyone who comes, he can have a chat to.
Do you know what, right? Every time I used to catch someone on site, right, I'd go, all right, guys, you're right. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, look, you shouldn't really be on it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, but you've been all right with me. Do you know what I mean? So, look, I tell you what I'll do. I'll open the bottom gate for you. And then you can go through the gate. Do you know what I mean? And you know, don't hurt yourself trying to climb over that barbed wire again. Do you know what I mean? Because you're really going to hurt yourself. And then, you know, before you know it, 20 minutes has gone by. Do you know what I mean? Because you've been all right with him. But if I'd have gone, oh, you bunch of fucking dickheads, don't fucking. Do you know what I mean? You're asking for trouble, mate. You're on your own. There's 4 or 5 of them. You don't know what they're capable of. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it is scary being on your own, like. But as soon as you start going, and it's like, fucking hell, you're asking for trouble. Do you know what I mean? Just try it. You know, your mouth, yeah, will get you out of a lot of trouble, but it'll also get you in a lot of trouble as well. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know,
I was with somebody one day. I won't say who it was, but I don't approve of this, by the way. But it was actually quite funny at the same time. I don't approve of this behaviour. But this fucking security guard was holding on to this person, and he said, "I'd let go of me if I were you." And he's like, so he let go, and then he was walking away, and he grabbed him again. He goes, "If you grab me again, I'm going to lamp you out. Last warning." All right. So he let him go again, and he walked again, and he grabbed him again, and he fucking bang, and he fucking slammed him, and he went down. He was proper fucking on the floor, like,
oh, days
to fuck. This lad was built like a brick shithouse, and he nearly knocked him in the fucking air. Poof. It was like, what the fuck? So, you know, my suggestion to security guards is stop with all this and start fucking using this, right? Because at the end of the day, you're there to make sure people are not breaking in. But if people happen to be there, work with them, find out what's going on, chat to them, you know. But if you want to have like me going fucking at you, proving you don't know much about the law and you don't know your own job, yeah, and if you want to have me mouthing you off, then fucking I'm quite happy to show you don't know what you're talking about. He said to me, it's illegal. He said, it's illegal for me to go in those empty houses down there. I said, are you serious, mate? They're open. An open door is an invitation. He says, no, it's not. It's illegal. I said, what's illegal about it? I said, I've been in places where the police have come and they've arrested us, right, thinking we were burglars, and they've given us all our fucking stuff back and let us go because it's not illegal. Yeah? It's not legal. Yeah? So, you know, and I said, I should know because I've spent enough time doing this over the years and enough time in bloody police cells to know what is legal and what is not legal.
Well, I think it's June or July. It'll be 11 years I've been doing this.
Mm.
It's crazy, like, you know, but it's only been, I think it's like May time. I've had my channel 4 years. So you can imagine the places I have been and I've not been able to record, do you know what I mean? So I'm still trying to hit a few of them up as well if they're still around, like, you know,
Yeah.
but, you know, it's one of those things where
Sorry.
it's all right. Brady sending me something like, and I was like, the fuck? I was like trying to read it.
Check your phone, Matt.
Okay.
What I've just had. They're really trying it now, mate. The fuck?
Jesus,
oh, mate, honestly.
Pathetic, innit? Got more fucking time on their hands than they have inches in their penis, I can fucking say.
Mate, if I could make my penis bigger, mate, I would. Trust me.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, people got to remember, right, that there's trespass, right, which was decriminalized in the UK. It's not necessarily the same in all countries. And in the States, you can still get done for being somewhere that you're not meant to be. Just being on somebody's land, you can get arrested and done for it. You know, so it depends, like, whether the police are being nice and whether they want the paperwork. You know what I mean? But like over here, because people were just getting arrested all the time for just wandering across somebody's land, you know, with their dog or something like that. And it was like some fucking landowner's like, arrest him. And the thing is, the police would do it, you know, and people getting fucking arrested, and the police are spending the whole day processing somebody for ultimately what would end up being like a 20 quid fine in the court, you know. So they just decriminalized it. So you can go pretty much anywhere you like, provided you leave when you're asked. You know, if you refuse to leave,
the moment you don't, right, then it becomes, is it aggravated trespass?
Aggravated trespass, yeah.
Yeah, because then you refuse to leave, and see, I had to learn all this, right? And I'm a bit too quick with my mouth, Joanne, and it's like, you know, Matt sort of learned the hard way, didn't you, Brady? When last year we went to sing once in the morning, and literally I was like, right, you fucking stupid cunt, because he was calling me every name under the sun. He was like, and you bunch of bastards, or whatever he said. And I was fuming. I was frothing at the mouth, mate. And then then we went all the way to the other side of Manchester to go and do the 4 o'clock club. And then I got that stupid cunt as well. And I was like, that was it. He was having it. That was it. I couldn't be dealing with it. It was a bit of a hard day for young Brady to deal with.
The fact there was kids there as well. He wasn't saying anything to them. We were like, well,
hey, Adam.
Seriously? Well, that's gone, that place now. Gone.
Yeah, it's flattened now, mate. Yeah. I still haven't got my video out for it.
Bloody hell.
Mate, I'm still on like early last year's. You think I'm joking?
I know, I'm sorry. You showed me it when I was
know.
There.
And then I showed you the backlog after December, and you're like, fucking hell, Taff. I was like, oh, I might just bring them out all this year, and then anything for next year can fuck off. It's like 2 videos a week or something.
Mate,
well, it'd be 3 with paranormal as well.
Yeah, mate.
I've got loads of paranormal to bring out.
I got myself a harness for me GoPro.
Oh, nice. I've just given 2 of them away as well.
It's there, so see how that works out. It's a cheap thing, but
yeah, same with my head one though. Where is it?
I did have one, but that broke.
That's why I got this one, yeah.
Ooh.
And then I'm all right, but I need to angle it really. Do you know what I mean? I need to put it out a bit more, I think.
I'm just popping a blister on my toe, by the way, folks. So,
oh yeah,
it's a classy show. This one, look at that.
Classy show.
Oh, Matt, I tell you what, right? The other day I was flicking through the Android, not so Android tablet, yeah, that you don't like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I come across, right, a really weird fucking shit of a picture, mate. And I mean, like, it was that funny, right? I was wondering who the fucking ankle has had it stitched in the last, like, I don't know how many fucking months. And I
Yeah.
realised it was yours when you did it in the Isle of Wight.
Yeah. And not many people wanted me to send that across. And I was quite
mate.
surprised. I thought everybody'd want to see that.
Yeah,
But nobody did. So,
Where
don't
is
you
it?
want to see Secret Vault's pain? The fucking
Mate,
pain.
that's it.
It's still got the scar there. No, hang on, let's fucking get that up there. Scar.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So I was like, fucking, let's have a load of that. So yeah. I don't even know.
I quite like seeing sort of gore like that. You know, if somebody's hurt themselves, I want to see the stitches, and I want to see.
Oh, mate, did you see the one I did with my on my finger? Did I send you a picture of that one?
I don't know. Did you chop your finger off?
Oh fuck! I went one step further, mate. Went straight down into the bone, and then I stitched it.
You did it yourself?
Yeah, fucking right.
Fucking lunatic, man.
Yeah, mate, I didn't have a choice. I was bleeding out.
Shit.
I literally went through it with a brand new bow saw straight through my finger. I just lost my granddad, yeah. Oh,
well, I don't know what connection that has to do with, like, cut your finger off.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, two bad things happening at the same time, I suppose. But yeah.
Right, I don't know if you'll see it there. Look.
Oh! I don't know if you're allowed to show stuff as bad as that on YouTube. Fucking hell. That's pretty cool, man. Fucking hell.
I'll send it to you because I put it on Instagram.
I know you did. I saw it.
I'll send it to you anyway. So if anyone wants to see the actual picture, right, go on Taffy's Little Adventures. But mate, you can see the clear cut. And mate, and that thing would not stop bleeding, mate. I had to pinch it together, yeah. Then I had to put a needle through, right? With my, I don't know how I did it, but I did, right? And I give myself 3 stitches, and then I bandaged it as well. It was like pretty fucked up shit, mate.
The thing is, when you've done something like that, initially the first thing that happens is like your head gets adrenaline, like, so you feel like all like pins and needles in your head and fucking, and that's the best time to try and do it, because a lot of things like that you won't feel the pain so much. You won't. It's that sort of time when you won't actually feel it. But yeah, I mean, there's other things you possibly could have done. You could have you could have cauterized it. That's what I was saying. Try cauterizing it, but that would be painful. Oh, that would be painful. The other thing you could have done is cleaned it off as much as you could. Right, tie a tourniquet around your finger, right, to cut off the blood supply. Right, clean it out as much as you could, and then get super glue, and then press the 2 pieces of skin together.
Because when we were in Cambridge, we went to do an old nursing home there, and literally, see that was the door. A piece of glass was pointing outwards, and he didn't see it. It was in the dark, and he brushed against it. It was that much of a clean cut, and it was about that big, mate. And I literally, the first thing I did, is grab his arm and pinched it together. Do you know what I mean? Joe just stopped, and it was that much of a clean cut. It didn't bleed, but it was like it was wide open. Do you know what I mean? You could see all the flesh, and that was minging, mate. It was proper minging, but quick instincts in it to grab it quickly and just to keep it closed. And then what I did, I said to him, I said, "Look, stupid question, but have you got super glue in your car?" And he was like, "What?" And I went, "Yeah, I have actually." So I super glued it.
Was that Pete? Was it?
No, that was when I was with my baby's mum. That was a guy called Lee Lewis. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No.
And I saved his arm, like, do you know what I mean? So, fucking, I'm a bit too quick with stuff like that. I'm just like, head zone. Let's get into it and pray then you've got AIDS.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
That's the panic, mate. Oh. But yeah,
Hold the arm up.
That's it. Yeah, get it above your head.
Try and get cut off the blood supply for a little bit.
Yeah,
it's the heart, isn't it? It's above the heart, yeah, because it's harder to pump up than it is to go down, yeah. So yeah.
Well, it depends if you want to pump up or down, you know. Whatever floats your boat,
Well, that's it, mate. But Streaky Beacon.
APTV 93. Hello. He said hello.
APTV, yeah.
It's not easy for us to type. I don't know.
I presume he was born in 93, I'm presuming.
I don't know.
But presumption is a mother of all fuck-ups and never ever presume.
Yeah.
Yeah, cyanoacrylate was originally invented to do wounds. It is actually a medical glue.
Yeah.
Super glue is a medical glue. So, cyanoacrylate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? See, it's like, but I was on my own when I was in the woods. I was literally on my own, and like twice I refused to go now to the woods now on my own because, like, I always hurt myself when I'm on my own. I don't know why. Do you know what I mean? It's like fucking shit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can't be left on your own, mate.
Mate, I can't. That's why I don't go out, mate. Literally, unless I'm in my flat. Literally, I go to the toilet, I go to the kitchen, and then I go in my front room, and that's it. Like, sometimes I just fall asleep on the settee because I can't be arsed going to my bed. And my bed's there, literally, behind that wall. It's bad, isn't it? So, yeah. So,
do you want to see? Do you want to see a little sneaky of this this village that I told you? I went to. It's not colorized, but I can give you a sneaky on it if you want, just to sort of titillate and excite your.
Well, Matthew, do not put your video out at 8 p.m. on a Friday because that's when I put mine out.
I don't bloody know when people put their videos out.
I don't give a shit. Just don't do it. Simple. I'm telling you.
8 p.m. on a Thursday. There you go. Now you know.
Yeah. Make sure any other day, just not a Friday.
Yeah.
It's up
Here
to
you go then.
Videos out, mate. I'm not gonna.
Oh, mate, you put yours out, right? Literally, we have about 3 viewers, and that's it.
I'm not going to tell people where it is, but it's pretty obvious if you can see there's water around. Yeah. So hang on. Let's press play. Play. Is it playing? Oh yeah. Here we go. Right. So it starts from these barns and farmhouses.
Oh wow.
All right. It's got all that going right off along that road down to the house that's up the end. Like it's go all the way up there.
That's huge.
Yeah, and it goes all the way along here and down to the main road, and there's houses all the way down, and there's houses hidden in the trees over here.
So is this that place you're on about?
Yeah, and look who it is. Misery Date. It's misery date. Yeah.
Oh, he's walking around now, is he? Oh,
walking around with his dogs. He's like, I'm going to own the place now because I don't want people coming in here. It's my place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But look at all the houses. Look how big some of these are, like, you know.
They're like 4-bedroom houses, aren't they?
Yeah. There's a cricket pitch. It's a proper village. I used to live in it. There's a cricket pitch, you know, like there's a thing there. Look at his plastic police car. Plastic police car, look.
Hey.
Oh, mate, I would get right close to it just to get a right photo of it, mate.
Yeah. In it.
Oh, he does. There you go. Zoom in.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Plastic police car. Hello, officer.
Hello, Mr. Piggly-Wink.
And there's about 12 houses off to our right near the main road.
Yeah, it's a van. Is there nothing in that? And there's a caravan. Does he sleep in that?
That's why I was wondering if he's living on site.
He's proper out the way there, isn't he? Mate, that looks fresh as fuck, mate.
Oh, I don't think that's... Well, a lot of the houses have been trashed. They've been copper taken out of it. So I think everything's been trashed. But they're saying there's going to be a development there. They're going to make it into new houses. Like, so I think they're going to demolish stuff. But I said to him, "Oh, they're demolishing stuff," and he went, "No, I don't know anything about that." And it's like he says he don't know nothing about it. There's a freaking JCB sat there. "Oh, you don't know nothing about it, do you, mate? You don't know nothing about it. Oh, so you're just going to do a little bit of wink, wink demolishing that the council won't know about." Yeah, right.
Sounds like it.
Probably caught him in the bloody act, like, you know. Little bit of off the books demolition. Yeah. See, there's those houses I said about. The other ones up at the top. Hang on. If you go up the lane, this is towards the road.
Yeah.
The amount of houses here. Look at all those houses. Wow. Right. There's 12 houses worth there, right? And yeah, basically every single one of them, people could be living in every bloody single one of them. They're actually quite nice and fairly modernish inside, you know, not terrible.
You've got like that little army over the border, yeah, right? That people are needing, like thousands and millions of people that need homing, yeah. You could cram those houses, mate. You could get 50 people in one of those houses.
Yeah. It's just rich people holding on to things, you know, holding on to shit like that and letting them rot. And they're letting them rot. Oops, hang on. That's the end of the footage. So there we go. Stop sharing the screen then. Yeah, so anyway, that's just a little preview for you folks. So yeah, it's amazing that places like this exist. And there's some rich bastard somewhere has evicted everybody out of those houses. Then he's purposely left them go to rot because he wants them to rot, so he can have permission to demolish them instead of renovating them, because he should really renovate them. But this way he gets to demolish them and start from scratch and put really expensive houses all across the whole area, which of course the council are going to say, well, why don't you just have people living in them? And it's like, oh, because they're too dilapidated now. You wouldn't believe how shit they are. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that old chestnut.
You know, and it's like, and then he's got a security guard there telling you can't come on it, but they've let everybody wreck them up to this point. I mean, everything has been wrecked. So why have a security guard there now? It's just like, it's a bit late for that now, isn't it? A little bit late for that. Weird, isn't it?
It doesn't, yeah. Someone's sitting on all that, aren't they? And then they're just going to sell it off for make a big fortune and see you later.
Yeah. I just can't believe that was down the road from where I live. Not that far, you know. And I mean, some people they go to Scotland for that shit, or foreign countries. You know, it's like it's in our backyard. These things are all over the bloody place.
This is it, right? Because like Matt, you've seen where I live, right? And literally, I've got everything on my doorstep, right? And I take it for granted because it's on my doorstep. But tomorrow, I'm going to take my sorry ass out for a walk. And I'm going to go for a nice walk, even if I walk to like the next town or something and walk back.
Bit of fresh air, get yourself out there.
Yeah, I need to, mate. I need to do something because my fat gut, mate, is really getting me down at the minute. But you know what? I love being this big. It's just my asthma doesn't like it being like me being.
Well, it won't. Maybe
you know, and it's horrible. Like, do you know what I mean? So, you know.
Well, yeah.
And then I'm out Saturday anyway, doing some photography for a local club.
I think I got a while back. I don't know why, because I wasn't specifically dieting or anything. I think it had something to do with kidney stones. But I went down to about 9 stone, and I was like, "Wow, it's amazing." Everybody said, "Oh, Matt, you're looking quite thin," and then for some reason, woof, it just shot back up again. I don't know why. So yeah, that was kind of weird. But I found it a hell of a lot easier climbing for that period of time. It was like climbing up things and running around and things like that. It was a lot easier. But I'm back to being a fat bastard now. I'm probably up in about 12, 13 stone now again. That's back where I was. I went down to 9. I don't know what it was. I have no idea what was causing that, but I think it was something to do with the kidney stones because I was getting a lot of pain from it.
Christ, I'm 10 stone now. Yeah, only 10.
Yeah, but you're really thin, aren't you? You know.
Matt, you're fucking like 10 stone wet through, mate. I'm like 13, nearly 14 stone, mate, and iron weight. There's a difference. I couldn't even pull myself out the wall because I was too fat. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah,
I
getting
got
out.
no upper body strength at all at the
I
minute.
have to pull you up, bless you.
I was like, mate, just drag me up. I don't give a shit. Just drag me up. And he was like, ah! I was like, Matt, you're going to give shit in a minute. You're going to shit your pants.
We did it, mate. We did it.
Yeah, mate.
I just thought it was so funny because them lads were like, "Oh, it's shit, we didn't get in there." Wow, if you don't try, you don't get in. That's all I'm saying. Don't give up.
I've got footage of me pretending to shag a hot air dryer in a toilet. I don't know what that was about.
Get caught in there, did you?
Does anybody want to see this footage? This stupid footage I just found. It doesn't make any sense, and I can't remember doing it. Does anybody want to see this stupid piece of footage?
Why
should be
not?
on my channel. It should be on my channel. This really. I think it's fairly safe.
This is
Yeah, what's this about? What is this about?
You know when you see like describe yourself in one word? Do you know on like a Grindr or fucking Tinder or whatever it is that you like going on?
Yeah,
that should be on there, mate. I swear down. That is
oh,
like.
dear. I'll see if I find some other funnies now. I'm just going through my clips because I probably shouldn't stick it on really, but I have got a clip of me peeing down a toilet, and it's absolutely red. Like it's
seen
blood.
That one. You showed me that.
Mate. It's just wrong.
Yeah. No, I don't want to see that. Thanks, mate.
No, not on his channel. Not on his channel. Maybe you get in trouble for that.
That's for your other channel, mate.
Oh yeah. Oh, funny man. So what's the plan of action tonight then, guys?
We're just gonna, have a bit of fun.
Here you go. Look, toilet sign on a toilet. Oh, hang on. I haven't it, right? Can you see that now? Oh, you've turned my share off of you. Hang on, let me turn it back on. There we are.
You clicked off.
There we are then. Right, there's a toilet sign, look, right? It's got a woman standing in front of a man, like putting her hand over his crotch. Why? What's this sign? Who designed that? What's that meant to mean? If that was the other way around, right, they'd be fucking hell to pay. If that was a bloke with his hands over
touching a woman.
Yeah, they'd be fucking hell to pay. But it's like this woman fucking standing in front of a man, fucking like, and why has he got his leg like out sideways, like, oh, look at me, I'm all gay. And it's fucking, she's got around. That's a bit weird, isn't it? What's all that about? Isn't it? Anyway, just share that stupid video with you,
I've never seen a sign like that. Oh yeah, we'll definitely have to go back, mate. I can't believe we missed that whole bloody building.
Mate, it's not another whole new video.
It is, mate. It's going to be another hour and a half, that.
Here you go.
God, yeah, I've seen this.
No, it's all right. It's not the one you think. It's not the bad one. Right? I swear to you, right?
Where the elephant trunk falls out, isn't it?
This is McDonald's in Salisbury, right? I mean, talk about a classy establishment. Like the UK, we don't know how to plumb things in. We haven't got this like European class where we can kind of, like the Germans or whatever, where we hide everything away and it's all neat and tidy and prim and proper. It's just fucking pipes everywhere. Well, have a look at this. This is McDonald's in Salisbury, right? Have a look at this mess. What the fuck is that? There's fucking pipes going up in the air, around, down, around, up, around, out. fuck? What is that about? Can anybody explain to me who's involved in plumbing? What the fuck is this abortion, right? On a wall, and somebody got paid money to do that. Somebody literally, I mean, couldn't somebody go, well, we could take this pipe away. No, we don't need this pipe. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. And you probably just need 3 pipes. But they've just gone whoosh, 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 whoosh. You know, what's that about? Can anybody explain to me why they need that like that? Yeah, it's like something. Yeah, we explore. Norfolk says it's like something you'd expect on a submarine. So these are my random phone footage. When I go out, I take random phone footage like this, and then got no use for it. It's going to probably end up on one of my funny videos, like, you know, where it's kind of all my silly clips.
You're going to be like me, aren't you? Right, for the rest of the year, like you're just going to fucking pick it all out, and then the end of the year do a fucking stupid video. Yeah,
I did do one before. It was all right, actually. I thought it was like quite funny seeing some of these stupid clips. I'm looking to see if there's any more funny ones. You can see the video.
But yeah, what's everyone been up to anyway? Has anyone got any plans for the weekend?
Has he gone quiet?
Hang on, sorry, I pressed the button by mistake. Do you want to see? Do you want to see my mate's dog? Right, I cannot stop this dog doing this because this dog is nuts. Right, here you go. Watch this now. It's like
he's wiping all the bum gravy off.
And it's like, it won't stop. And then you got 2 of them now, and it's like, you got. It's like,
oh dear.
2 freaking dogs trying to lick me at the same time as Steve's dogs. Look. So that's a funny one.
Oh,
come on, guys, get your funnies out. Get some funnies out.
Mitch Seymour.
Have I got any funnies?
Says that's an RTV valve, stops you getting burnt by too hot water, done as a modification afterthought.
But it should be hidden away, really, shouldn't it? It should be hidden.
It should be further.
That's messy. But I see what you mean. But couldn't they have put it in the line of the pipes coming up and down instead of having to come out into this spaghetti side type thing? That's the sort of yeah. Ooh, here's another one. I think I've probably shown you guys. This is like
I've seen that.
Salisbury Plain. I mean, they were going in waves. There was sometimes that they lined up in such a way that it actually turned the sky black.
Mitch Seymour said, "Hopefully those dogs haven't been licking their ass."
No, they probably have. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's why I pull my lips in like this. For when it comes out later on, if there's any shit, it won't have been on my lips.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, that'd have been a problem.
Get arse worms. Here we go. Oh.
It's smart, isn't it?
Any second now, they go really dark.
Yeah, because it was that many, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. And they go like in waves, like as if it's water and waves, you know, as well. So there was one good one at the end. Here we go. Hang on. Is it? Yeah, it's near the end. And you get one good wave. Whew, look how dark that gets now. Here we are. Look, black.
It's mental, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh! Look at that!
Wow!
It was just like amazing.
Did you see? Yeah, did you see all those blackbirds fucking on the power line, and it got that heavy, it ended up shocking and killing a lot of them.
Oh God, I'm not surprised. Yeah, because they're all so close.
Heavy,
They were
there
just
was that many of them, right? It was just bowed down. Yeah, instead of it being straight across, it was so bowed, right? And then you just see this massive white light. Poof, and then it's like you just watch these pigeons go up and they just drop down like crows, like they were. It was awful.
Oh.
I wonder if I can find it. Let me see if
I found a video of us hiding from security. I don't know where it was, but I haven't put it out yet.
Oh, which one? Oh, was that in that hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, that's funny. That, mate. Oh, I should show my video really, because I literally pop my head free and I'm just like, hello, and they're just like, and then they just carry on. It's funny, like.
Oh no. See, now this is something that I'm fascinated by, right? Here we go then, right? Circus of Horrors, it certainly is.
Oh,
fucking hell.
Oh, mate, get it off. I'm just eating my tea, man.
What's all that about? That's a strange bloody walk if ever I've seen it. What the Yeah, this was a weird one, right? Driving the other day, check this out, right? This was really bizarre. Oh, sorry. I clicked that button again. Shit. I clicked the button again, right? So I'm driving, right? And for some strange reason, this car comes right up my backside, like as if what do they call it? Like, you know, when they're sort of like really hugging you. What do they call it?
Tailgating.
Tailgating, yeah. Tailgates me, like, all right. And then slams his brakes on and then disappears off into the distance. And then, like, about a minute later, right up against my bumper again, and then slams his brakes on and all the way back. What? And he does it about several times, and I'm just like saying, what is he doing? Because I put the selfie camera on myself, but I don't know whether you can see this. Whether I haven't watched the footage back actually, but he's just doing it and doing it and doing it. So here he goes. Oh, you're able to see it because I haven't watched this yet, but here he comes. He's like, he'll come right up behind me, and then he'll just slam his brake on and drop away.
No way.
Yeah, slow down again.
Matt, I just found those crows. Yeah, I just sent you a link for it.
Okay.
What I put in there was crows.
Here he comes again. Oh right, the power line crows. Yeah. Here he comes. He's getting closer. Look, he's getting closer. I wonder because it seemed to me like he was getting quite close. Like, can you see he's getting really close up my arse?
Bigger,
yeah. And then it's like, and then he drops away. He's put his brakes on. He's gone away again. Really bizarre. He just kept doing it and kept doing it. And I was thinking, does he recognize me? You know, does he recognize me or the car or what's he doing? Troll baiting me. Yeah, weird. Look.
Are you on YouTube now?
And then he drops away again. He's gone away again. He's gone away. And he'll be like properly out of sight, like, you know, and then he's like right up against me. Here he comes again. Right? Here he comes again. Oh, he turned off then. Yeah, but he'd been doing this before I even turned the camera on. He'd been doing it to me for a good few miles, yeah. And then I sort of, Christ, I've got to film this. This is so weird because I thought something was going to happen at that point. I thought he's going to try something, yeah. So I'll just keep the camera on, you know, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah.
Yeah,
a weird one.
Yeah, if you're on YouTube, just type in bird explosion. Yeah. On
should we show it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, like.
Bird.
You've turned your camera off again, mate.
Explodes on power line. I haven't done that. I swear that I haven't done that. I don't know what's going on.
That one, top one there now.
Right. Bird explosion. Right, we're probably getting copyright trouble, but hey, you only live once, say.
Go about halfway, yeah, because it doesn't happen towards till the end. So if you want to just skip,
yeah, it's very low quality, this footage.
Yeah, it's awful. Just fast forward it, mate, to about, I don't know, about the middle somewhere.
Right. 1 minute.
It's only like 2.5 minutes long. Yeah.
1 minute and 5
Look
seconds.
how many is on there.
Yeah.
And it's just building up, and look how draped they are.
Yeah.
I come across this, watch this, mate, and it's just a massive ball of light, mate, when it happens. Poof, and you just watch them all drop out the sky.
Oh, sad, isn't it?
It's awful, mate. It is. Because I come across it a couple of months ago, and I was like, wow, what was that?
I'm tensing up, waiting for it to happen. Like,
Yeah, because you're like, aren't you? Like, oh, no.
oh, here we go. Oh, you know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's scary, like.
You won't need a firecracker in a minute.
No, anytime now, mate.
Oh my god.
The suspense is
Look how many's coming over, look.
Oh, they're all coming, aren't they?
Oh yeah. And this is what reminded me when you put your video, and it was about the similar time.
Don't die. Don't die. You know they're gonna die though.
It's an explosion and a half, like when it goes off.
Can't be much of the video left now. It's doing me. It's doing me in it. Oh!
Fucking hell! Look at the explosion!
They took the cables down, man. It took the cables out.
Yeah, it was I told you, didn't I? It was an explosion.
Ooh,
Like, you shouldn't laugh, but you know you're gonna laugh anyway because of just the boom of it, like. But if you listen to it with your headphones on, you can hear it sparking and the arcs and stuff.
My video there.
What's this? You can see the types of videos I watch, like animal video, Weatherman Quits, Mr. Nigel Farage. Types of videos I watch, more doggies. What the fuck is this? This guy looks a bit gay. Look at him.
Oh, secret vault.
Look at the look of the. What's that? It's like it's a very strange look. That one. Fucking what the fuck? Anyway, wow. There we go, folks. I suppose I've shared enough now. I've shared more than enough.
Oh yeah, we've done our fair share.
Probably cleaning his AdBlue filter. He's probably cleaning his AdBlue filter. Jesus, what's on? I don't know. Yeah. They're saying install a rear-facing dash camera. I could do, I suppose. Look at his fucking Macintosh. Fucking what the fuck? Fucking Macintosh shit. What sort of fucking look at that? Quick. He's fucking using a QuickTime movie player because he fucking hasn't got a proper movie player.
All right, say no, Clint.
Apple, no, get it on. Go on, do it. Fucking get it up now.
Oh.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I heard something. Fast forward it just a little bit.
Are you sneakily filming through a window?
Yeah.
Because they don't know you're in there.
The door?
No, they don't.
No, we got out of there. We didn't even get caught.
What security? We're there now, like that.
Yeah.
You can hear them.
Matt, do you want me to send you my video so you can watch it?
Yeah, man. Has this not been put out yet?
No.
No, mate.
No.
Right.
We're holding off because we don't know if certain people want to go and visit, you see.
So
and this is why we were saying that if you want to come up, we have got places that we can take you to. Mate, it's humongous, this place. It's nowhere near as big as that Kirklees College, but to get around it, it'll take about 45, 50 minutes to get around it all. And we didn't get around it all because we almost got caught. So we only did about half of it.
DPF filter, that's the diesel particulate filter.
Yeah.
I thought you just turn your car and you just leave it and it just does that itself. But unless he's...
The only other way you can do it, right, is go on an absolute beast of a run. I mean, literally just like, not redline it, but, give it some really good beatings, like. So go up and down a slip road, just absolutely cane the shit out of it, and it'll chuck out all the bad shit out. And then, you know, Diesel's designed to have a bit of a beating anyway.
Barry's just sent me a link and he says, do I watch this guy? I'll tell you now. Awaken with JP. I have seen some of his stuff. Yeah. I have seen some of his stuff, but I'm not a religious watcher of him.
Who's that?
I tell you what I do watch a lot of is Alex Belfield. I quite like him. He does repeat himself quite a bit with his jokes, but I suppose he has to do it. You know, like what he's talking about with his the problems he's having with legal things. But he has to do that because people who are new to the channel don't know about this stuff, but does repeat that a little bit. And the other one is We Are the Media.
Oh,
Yeah, you know that one?
Yeah. I followed them on my Urbex one, but not on any of his.
I quite like those ones. And I was watching what was it? What I sometimes watch Nigel Farage because I just like people that are sort of fucking, you know, like if the mainstream is going this way, I like people who are going that way, you know. And Nigel Farage, I got a lot of respect for him because he stood up in that fucking European Parliament and he just called them all fucking bastards. A lot of them, like he was just like, fucking all of you, you're all fucking shit. You know, and ripped them new arseholes. And he was on about today. He said somebody stood up in the House of Commons and said, "Oh yeah, Nigel Farage used to work for RT. He got £500,000 working for RT." And he said, "I never got paid a penny for doing anything on that television channel. I never got paid a penny. It's not like I got paid. I didn't get paid at all." You know, and he said, this bloody politician who stood up and said this about me, he said, "You are a liar." And he called him a liar. He just called him out today. He said, "You are a liar, absolute liar. Yeah, you're a liar." And he said, you know, and if you don't like it, he said, come and say it outside the House of Commons, because the thing is there's privilege inside the House of Commons. If you say something like that inside the House of Commons, you can't get done for it. But if he says it outside the House of Commons, he can do it for defamation. So, yeah. So, funny. But I know a lot of people, they all hate Nigel Farage. But I thought what he did to get, you know, the Brexit thing going, you know, it's like, I mean, that's an achievement. You know, you've got to, you know, whether you like the guy or not, he followed that course of action for 20 odd years and he made it happen. You know what I mean? And there ain't many people in Parliament that can actually stand up and say, "Do you know what? I did this." You know what I mean? There's lots of little bureaucrats who are sort of like scurry around and 20 or 30 people, you know, get together to do a thing. But I mean, I think you could say like Nigel Farage was basically the main person pushing Brexit for the last 20 years and made it happen, you know? And I think that's a testament to just what you can do if you're really determined, like, you know. Obviously, there was a lot of people in UKIP and a lot of people like supporting the Brexit thing behind him, but I think it would not have got there if it wasn't for him. And I think that takes a lot of determination. And I think that history is trying to kind of forget about him now. They're like, "Oh, yeah, you might have succeeded, but yeah, shut up. We don't want him in the history books." They're like that, you know. And it's like, well, you can't. It's like saying, "Oh, let's just take Winston Churchill out of the history books." You know, people say he was a bit racist, a bit sexist, a bit elitist, but you can't take these people out of the history books. I mean, they are what they are, you know.
Well, it's like Margaret Thatcher, isn't it? You know, she stopped all the milk and that, didn't she? And then, do you know what I mean? You look at, you know,
why don't they erase Margaret Thatcher? If they're going to erase Nigel Farage, why don't they erase Margaret Thatcher out of the history books so we don't have to remember her legacy on loads of things? Why don't we just get rid of Margaret Thatcher? And they're all like, no, because they like her brand of, you know, like loud pushy shit, but they don't like Nigel Farage's brand of pushy shit.
Yeah, but every single whatchamacallit is all profound for something. Do you know what I mean? So look at Boris Johnson. He's been well known for fucking bullshitting me. Yeah, but you do this, and then the next breath he's like, no, don't do this. Don't go to the shop, but go to the shop. Go and support NHS. Don't support the NHS. Fuck off. Simple. Fuck off.
Yeah. And I mean,
that's all it gets to put. You know what I mean? And as awful as it is, I shouldn't be swearing on Brady's channel, but
yeah, you should.
Fuck off. Simple.
Give him a bit of color in his cheeks. Okay. Yeah. So
I'm nearly eating a fucking big bag of fucking crisps just sat here. Fucking hell.
Taffy's getting his sugar rush now. Look, he's getting his munch on.
Getting his
I've
munch
just
on.
been a fat cunt. I might go make more food in a minute. Fucking starving.
I had a whole plate, a veggie burger and chips from the chip shop, which was fairly big, and then like about an hour after I had that, I had to have some cheese and some toast.
Oh, don't! I made myself some proper fucking beef burger before, like a proper one, like fresh on the old paddy, like you know what I'm saying. And I got a fresh bap on that, and I made myself some onion rings. But I didn't just make myself half a bag of onion rings. Do you know what I mean? And then one of those family fucking share things. Do you know what I mean? So enough for about 10 people.
Oh, a family share. I once I started, I got to eat it. A family share is just like one session for me. I'll just eat this.
Me, myself, and I, innit?
Yeah.
Like somewhat like I was chatting to this girl on a dating site the other night, and she was like, "Oh yeah, should we go for food?" I said, "Yeah, you order yours and I'll order mine." She was like, "Why? What's that supposed to mean?" I said, "You touch my food." I said, "I'm gonna probably like prick you with the fork. Get off my food." I said, "I get well protective over my food." And she went, "I don't think you're for me." I was like, "Oh, that sorted that one then, didn't it, Tra?" I was like, "Bye then. I just wanted you to know, don't pinch off my plate, like." Do you know what I mean? So it was simple, like. I haven't spoken to her since.
Don't fart in me face. This is another one as well. Like,
oh yeah, at least stick the blanket over my head first, right?
Yeah. Right, so there you go, folks. If you know that Taffy's on dating sites, right? So you can see if you can suss out where he is now, and you can get to go on a date with him. Go and have a date with him.
Just gonna get a drink. I'll be back in a second.
Oh, Brady, make me one whilst you're there, mate.
I wouldn't mind a glass of water, but I'll wait till Brady comes back.
I know, yeah. I've got like that much left, so
I need to use the little boy's room as well. Why do they call it the little boy's room? See, now I say that. Why do they call it the little boy's room? Is that because what elderly gentlemen hope they'll find in there? Or is that where you always find your little boys? Is it in the little boy's room?
Maybe it was Uncle Jimmy that used to call it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm off to the naughty boys' room. See, I put my juice in that, because it's a litre. So I know how much I'm drinking every day. So today, I drank 6.
3 of these, and then that's what I think is probably how much I need to have in a day.
I drink about 6 of these a day.
Yeah.
But it's because I get dry mouth and that Joe from my tablets. No matter how much I drink or how much I piss, I can never have like normal lips because of my tablets.
My dog, I fill her bowl up, like a big bowl, and then she'll drink it, and then she just wants another bowl. And if it's empty, she cries. She's like, "I want bowl." And then it's like she'll leave it for a bit, but she just drinks it. She must have about 4 bowls a day, and she fucking don't have piss. Oh my god, I've never seen any dog that I've ever had piss like this one. Okay, now like a bloody racehorse. Right, I'm gonna go be back in a second, get some water and two secs.
I I just got a message saying, I thought you didn't go on dating sites, you bastard. Fucking hell, there's people watching in the background. Brady.
That's it, mate. They're all watching.
Oh, that's it. Get out the fucking shadows, you horrible bastards.
Whoever's trying to get into my PayPal, you at least put something in there. I mean, come on. Be nice. Oh, someone has to join my Facebook group. Thank you very much.
But it's the same person that's trying to hack into your PayPal.
I'm not going to get into that, so don't worry about it.
No, mate, everything of mine now, is on 2-stage authentication.
So...
Taffy has let out the cat out the bag. Oh, mate, if I had my way, mate, I'd drop kick the bag afterwards, like, you know what I'm saying? So, mate, that private message that I sent you before, so we'll go the day after then.
We'll go on my birthday, mate.
Yeah, mate. Birthday bash, mate.
We'll just go and do that. We'll just go do that because it's going to be like there and back.
Oh, mate, it's going to be a beast of a time to get in there. But after this, mate, I have definitely thought of an easier way to get in there. And I know exactly where it is. So we don't have to leave, mate, until it's like late either. So we don't have to go till like, 3-4 o'clock or something either. So if you want to do something with the family in the daytime, you can.
No, I'm doing something at night, so I need to do it like morning time.
Is Taffy on Grindr or Tinder? I don't know, mate. Which one do you want me to be on? I don't mind, mate. 20 quid's 20 quid, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
People are joining my Facebook group, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Mitch Seymour, he says, Jimmy Savile's helpline, when will you find an old phone on an Explorer?
Oh,
yeah, it was,
mate.
wasn't
Well,
it? 018118055.
Yeah, we can't talk about Jimmy Savile because we do have something in the pipeline. I don't know if Brady's released it.
I have.
You ain't got nothing in my pipeline to do with Jimmy Savile.
Oh hell no! That's because I sucked the shit out of it.
Yeah.
We need to go back.
Hey, Punches, what's happening, buddy?
We need to go back there.
Punches.
Yeah, I need to go back, mate, because I lost half my footage.
But that's a bit of a climb to get in, though.
Oh, I know, mate.
I literally had to climb through a window because no one else would fit through it and go in and open a fire escape to get in that place.
Ooh.
But at first, I went in through
I know which one you're on about. And the alarm went off, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and but first we went. I checked in a roof. I mean, you can get in through the roof. It's quite easy. But it's just a bit of a small gap, that's all.
That's what they all say.
I got a fat ass and I got a big chest and a big belly.
I slid in there. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And your tombstone wet through.
Yeah, but
that was Jimmy Savile's excuse, wasn't it? I just slid in there.
That's it.
I got in there, and the ceiling, right? I thought it's going to be soft. I'm going to have to walk on the beams. Concrete.
Solid concrete, mate.
On concrete. I was like, what? No way. So yeah, it was quite safe to get in there, to be fair. If you go in through the roof.
Oh, Frank Triggs is in as well.
Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Frank. How the devil are you?
Oh, yeah, Frank, yeah. Call me that again, I'll ban you, Daniel.
Yeah. You got 104 people watching.
Oh,
not bad.
Hello.
104.
Subscribe.
Hello, Nate Webb, Barry Little, Daniel Lalak. Yeah.
Old cock, is it? Old cock?
All cock.
Oh, my cock was that? Hang on,
Yeah.
baby. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I might as well get both of you.
I mean, did I go through this before? Like, what the fuck is an ulloch? I think it's a place, isn't it? I think it was a place.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a town.
Ulloch
Yeah.
is in Cumbria. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is an ulloch? How can you be called an
Well,
ulloch?
obviously, it's a
It's
Daniel.
a place. Yeah.
Obviously.
Daniel.
It is a place. Sounds like a part of a sheep's testicle or something. An ulloch. You know,
Mate, only a gay person would have thought of that.
gay sheep in there. Gay sheep out there. Gay sheep. They spray their wool different multicolours. I've seen it.
Yeah. Brady, when are you doing your birthday live?
Monday night.
Sound. It's only because we're busy on your actual birthday, yeah?
Yeah.
And then I'll be doing mine next Friday because I'm not going to be here for my birthday.
No, because we're going on a road trip.
We're on a mission, mate.
Wink.
On a fucking mission, mate.
A bit of a mish.
Oh, mate, it's not just
But
David.
guys, seriously, this is going to be amazing what we're going to be doing. So
Where we're going to is, well, let's say I know a couple of the places have been seen on YouTube, but I know a couple of them,
I'd like to.
I know a couple that hasn't been on YouTube. It's on TikTok, but it's not on YouTube.
Oh, Daniel Alex says he did a bit of research. It was originally Ulvelker, which means where the wolves play. Ulvelker.
Oh, right.
All right.
Well, that's very interesting. Did you know that my surname, right, originates from the 1400s, right? And we bought the rights.
Cunt. What cunt?
No, that's you.
Cunt. Sorry. Right. Yeah, go on.
We bought the rights to our surname, and we ended up buying a full-blown village over in Ireland and just outside Birmingham. Yes, we owned it.
Bloody hell.
Oh, it's just clicked. Yeah.
And like I said, it goes back to the 1400s, mate. 1400s. I couldn't even count to 4. Mate, I had to, 1, 3, 4, 2. Shit, start again.
T is for taffy.
A is for
Yeah.
Yeah, Mum. But yeah, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there slowly but surely.
So yeah, we were saying like, what are we doing? I think I might be going out on an explore with Jordan, who might come down. We probably meet halfway. Actually, it's sort of like a halfway, but I haven't spoken to anyone else to see if they want to come as well because there's a location that might be quite cool. But yeah.
Oh, sounds good, mate. When's that? Tomorrow?
Possibly, or Saturday. I've got to see when it's most convenient for everyone, and then we'll sort of set it up as accordingly. Then, yeah.
Hey, Yurka, how's it going?
Hey, Yurka.
Yeah, see, I'm busy Saturday.
I've just remembered though. I've got to do some computer stuff tomorrow for somebody. So probably won't be in the afternoon. It will have to be evening or Saturday. See, I've got this thing now. That's all I want to do is spin it around.
I've noticed.
He's been a fucking cowboy, isn't he?
You may as well just get it out, mate, and just windmill it. You may as well just get it out and windmill.
Fidget spinner.
Not again. Not again.
It's either going to be that or this. Fidget spinner or this.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
With the arse
this needs to go back to the kitchen because it shouldn't be up here.
I know, mate. That's the same thing. Look, this shouldn't be here either, but I don't even know. Oh, I know why it's there. Because my smelly scent candle's here. That's why. Look. Ta-da! Wax melt, yeah. When I think, oh, it needs like a bit of a nice, and I just go. So I need to get some more tea light candles actually because I'm getting quite low.
Now you say about that, I have actually got one of those myself. I've got a stack of these. They were all like slightly smashed. So they were all slightly smashed, but they're all right. They do work. So the trouble is,
look, because I can never get into them, you see. So these are amazing. You just like stick it in and off you go. Like like on a day-to-day basis, like.
Yeah. So I've got to find somewhere to stick it now. That's semi-safe.
Stick it on your bell end. Go on, stick it on your bell end.
Yeah.
I can't do like scented candles. It sets my chest.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
My asthma can't take them. It's bad. I don't know what it is. I just can't do it.
Probably lines the inside of your lungs with like wax.
That's probably why I'm so knackered, mate.
Maybe.
Oh, hey, Crazy John, what's happening?
Crazy John in the building. How you doing, mate?
Oh, yeah.
So is it anyone in the chat doing anything interesting this weekend then? Because we're sort of like trying to sort of get ourselves sorted out to do some stuff, but
I'm working, so
sorry. I've got on Saturday from the afternoon until when I'm done, so there's not a time schedule. Basically, I said for a local club that I know the guy and I know the people that have rented it for the afternoon or for the early afternoon to late evening. I said that I would go and do the pictures for the photography stuff. So because I know all the DJs anyway, because they're all my mates. So I said basically I don't get out, so that basically they're doing me a massive favor getting me out, and I said I'd do it for nothing. But I'm not paying for my drinks when I'm out, and I'm not paying to go in either, which is 25 quid. So in theory, I've had like a bit of a bargain, but at the same time, I just don't go out. What did that say about Taffy then? It just fucking jumped tomorrow then.
They said it's a full moon tomorrow.
10 sticks. They last. Yeah, mate. Look.
I have got some, but they're underneath all this frigging junk that's on my table, which I do need to sort of.
And then I went all out as well. I got myself a little didgeridoo stick. Yeah.
Didgeridoo. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, that's it.
Didgeridoo.
Mate, I'm like a little woman, mate. I swear down. I have a video of a mini urbex I did on site I was working in. Was in the early stages of getting refurbed. Nice. Mr. Bangle.
Mr. Bangle. Apparently that college was a technical college, apparently.
He's been here all night, Mr. Bangle, considering everybody's from Mr. Bangle. Yeah, he's been here for ages, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I did see him earlier on.
Yeah, he should come on.
Mate, I've put that much weight on you.
Or maybe you've only invited us on.
He's a cutting circulation off between me testicle and me phallus.
Your phallus?
Yeah, mate. It's massive, mate. It's humongous. It's like a horse's penis. It's humongous. It's a bit smaller now, like it needs releasing of some kind. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I'll leave you to it.
Thank you very much. Bear with. 2 minutes, mate, it'll be over with anyway, so you wouldn't even notice anyway. If I moisturise my hands, maybe really soft, mate, it'll be over with it well
just
before.
Warm them up a bit, and that'll be sound.
Oh, mate, my hands are always warm. I like them when they're cold. That's my problem. So,
or do you like the shock of like, that's cold?
And then my nuts just go. Okay. It's like game over then, mate. It's like fuck.
Or would you prefer the old spit and rub?
Oh, Mr. Volt. Claire, she's got the same camera as you now as well.
What, an A7S or a Pocket 2?
A Pocket 2.
Excellent.
Yes, mate.
I think she said. I think she said she wanted to know how to do the settings now, I remember, but I can't. Well, I can obviously show her how to do it. I said if she wants to go on a Zoom session or something live, then I'll just sort of go, just do this, and make sure she...
At the minute, I've set it for 1080p at 60 frames per second because she does a lot on her iPad.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want her doing 4K and then it taking up all the space, like 100 gig or whatever it is that she's got on there. So I've done that. And then obviously I've gone on to InShot, is what she edits with. And then I've set it up on there as 1080p. That's what, at 50 frames per second, because it wouldn't let me do 60. So I set it at 50 frames per second for her. So,
there's a lot to be said for shooting at 30 frames a second.
yes.
And it's the reason I do it is because it lowers it shoots in lower light basically at 30 frames a second then. But you've got to be a bit slower with the movement, but there's also a setting in the menus just to slow down the speed that the head moves. It's like known as like
because on mine
slow mode or something.
I've got active track, then I've got slow mo, and then I've got something else. It's almost like super slow, isn't it? And then you've got
it's
like
not a shooting mode. It's not a shooting mode. It's the speed that the head turns, the gimbal turns. But if you stick it in 30 frames a second, you are allowed to use D-Cine like as your color mode. And the D-Cine like brings down the sky and brings up the blacks so that you don't lose the sky highlights, because a lot of the time you just burn out the sky. And it actually is better in low light. So the D-Cine like I would definitely suggest putting that on. Now you can only turn that on at 30 frames a second. If you turn it to 60, it says, oh, you can only have normal color. A normal color, the blacks are, you lose stuff in the blacks and the highlights are often burnt out white. So it's a little bit too extreme. So the D-Cine like, so that's it really. I mean, that's what I would say to set it up, is just do those things.
Like yours is different to mine. But like on mine, I've got no audio when I play back, but you have. Do you know what I mean? So it's silly little things like that. And then you've got a zoom button as well. Do you know what I mean? Which I haven't got on mine.
You can buy that though. It's
just
20 quid.
Yeah. But I'm not bothered anyway, because like if I want to go anywhere or get close to anything, I just go.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't use it for that. I use it for pointing up or down, because the thing is, when you're holding it at a certain angle, I set it so that that's kind of like, if I'm holding it like that, I'll set that horizon straight, and then if I hold it up, then the horizon will be pointing at the sky. So then you pull the little handle and you bring the horizon level.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Right, are we ready, guys? Do you want to see this?
Do it.
Here we go.
Do it. Hey, hello. How you doing?
All right, you?
Yeah, you're looking a bit warm there, mate.
Well, yeah, I know, a little bit warm, because otherwise it just fucking.
Okay, now it's gone again. It's going next to Beard, and he'll be back to being a baby again, because he does look like a baby face when he shaved his beard off. He looks like a little baby.
Mate, you look
like, you know, I like to look a bit younger for you, Matt.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Put you over my knee and spank you with it. Yeah.
That's nice.
Being a naughty schoolboy.
Talk, Mr. Puppet, talk.
Hello there. Hello. Oh, Mr. Bolton. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'll do like what the headmaster did to me once. He said, "Right, come in my office. You're fucking punishment." And he bent me over and he put a glove on, and then he just went. And I was like, "Is this supposed to fucking hurt or something?" And then I just went, "Oh, stop, please, stop."
I quite like this. Carry on.
It's like the fucking weirdest. It's the weirdest thing. It was like something out of a fucking movie. I was just like, I
Listen,
realized he wasn't hurting me, and it was like, fucking, I've had a lot worse than this. Like, and it was just like, just thought I better say stop because he's just going to carry on. Otherwise, I think he's getting off on this.
well, we were in when we used to get sent down to the headmaster's room, yeah, in primary school. And the headmaster used to like proper hit us with his forehead poking us, yeah. One day I'd had enough, yeah, and I went, ow, and I bit his finger and I bit the top of his finger off, right?
Oh.
And literally, right, he was screaming, yeah. The ambulance turned up, the police turned up, and I said, yeah, but I said I only bit him because I got fed up with his big fat sausage fingers whacking me in my forehead. I had these massive red dots all over my forehead, Joe, from where he was proper whacking me. My mum, yeah, turned up. My mum lamped him. Yeah, like, you touch my son one more time, you won't have my son to deal with. You'll have me. And I was like, whoa, mum, I'm going home. So, and I got expelled for that for a week because of that.
Just for a week. It's probably because they knew he was in the wrong as well. Like, yeah, that's why.
Like, obviously, they had to punish me, yeah, but like he never did it again. And in the same school. Do you remember the old blackboards with the big black dusters when you used to whiteboard and that?
Right, they used to throw that at kids, didn't they?
Right, was fed up, right? Because we were just little toe rags our year, right? And he slammed his hands on the desk and he said, the next person to laugh, that's it. So obviously, me and my mate were laughing. Yeah, we were like whacking each other, trying to make each other laugh. Yeah, and he picks the duster up and he launches it, hits my mate in that eye, made him blind. You got 100 grand for that.
Jesus.
100 grand. And that was in the 90s. Can you imagine how much that would have been now?
I had my mate, because he thought it was funny. He threw like a little rubber dice, but it was made out of rubber. You know, but it was through a rubber dice. Like, caught me in the fucking eye. That blinded me for 2 weeks.
No way.
Fucking, that's all I saw was yellow. Just fucking yellow.
And I got away with it then. I had a friend, they flicked like a rubber band at me, hit me in the eye. Couldn't see very well at all. I don't know what happened with you guys, but when I went to the doctors, they put like this orange strip in the eye and it had scratched the lens apparently in my eye. And they put this like orange strip to see what have done any damage. And they say, oh yeah, it's just the lens, but apparently it heals. But I fucking proper stung, mate. I thought I was going to go blind.
We were in secondary school, right? And I think I was in year 8 or year 9, right? And like, you know what you do? You lean back on your chair, don't you, like a knob, and you put your feet up on the table, you know, thinking that you're the big I am, yeah? Well, my mate goes there, kicks the chair from underneath me, and I literally go flying backwards, yeah? I just sat on the table, like, and he was like, oh, he had his hand like that, yeah? I picked up a pencil, I just stabbed him in his hand.
Oh.
And I literally, I slid down, the whole pencil went through his hand and it snapped the other end because literally I managed to get between the bones. How the hell I managed to do that? But literally, and he always says to me, right, even now, like, I'm still his best mate now, right? And he goes, Daz, I don't know what the fuck went through your head that day, but do you know what? Look at the state of my hand. Do you know what I mean? And even now, it's. Do you know what I mean? You can see where they had to pull the pencil out. Like, it was awful. Like, I said to him, I said, "You're lucky." I said, "You're my friend. Otherwise, I would have beaten the shit out of you." Like, you know, and he was just laughing. Yeah. But when he did it, he didn't even realize what I'd done to him. He just looked at it and he just went, "This is gonna hurt, isn't it?" I was thinking, "Fucking hell!" I was like, "Wow!" I was like, I felt sick as anything for days on that. Do you know what I mean? But he shouldn't have kicked my chair. That's all there is to it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's.
I'm never going to kick your chair, mate.
No, mate.
No.
We got some good stories coming in here. The maths teacher at Dazzy's school, they burnt his car out because he slapped a kid, and the kid, and you know, and Melissa Jones, she'd been shot in the eye with a BB gun and a metal pellet about a foot in front of her, like somebody just shot her straight in the fucking eye. Yeah, and it damaged the curia in the eyeball for months. Got a tiny piece of metal out of it. Wow.
Oh no, that can be dangerous. That I should never have laughed, but it was funny as fuck. Sorry.
Chalk dusters thrown at us in school, says Abandoned Forgotten Wales. Didn't knock us
Yeah.
any sense into us. Crazy John had a woodwork teacher who used to launch. I know they used to like throw chisels. One teacher,
Yeah.
fucking how dangerous is that? You could kill somebody with that. You know.
Yeah.
I remember when I was at school, I saw this teacher dragging a girl across the yard by her hair, like you know,
yeah.
just and the girl was like holding onto her hair, and he was just pulling her across the fucking yard. And I just said, "You better get off her now, you fucking cunt! And I'm fucking we're gonna fucking get your job now. I'm gonna fucking see the fucking headmaster about you, and you fucking had it." And I did and I said, you should fucking seriously consider sacking that prick because he's violent and he's done this sort of stuff before. And there's about 100 witnesses out in that yard. All the kids saw like that, and you really should be telling that girl's parents what's gone on here. You know.
See, when in Aberconway School, we nicknamed the teacher called Tiny Tears, right? Because she was 4'11", right. And literally, what we did, right, is fucking naughty, right? But it happened for many generations, even up to your generation, Matt, right? The teacher had been there for years, right? And what used to happen, she used to piss you off, right? You used to just pick her up, throw her in the cupboard, lock the door, and then we booted the door handle off so she couldn't get out. You know what I mean? So she got nicknamed like, mate, honestly, I was a cunt as a kid, mate. I swear down. My mum, used to say to me, "You're gonna go to school?" I was like, "There's no point. I'm gonna get suspended." And she was like, "Fuck's sake!" So she'd phone at the school. "Oh, sorry, Daryl's not well." Yeah, I was like, "He'll be in tomorrow." And I'm like, "Mum, I'm not going in tomorrow. I've got cooking. I'm not cooking." Do you know what I mean? And she goes, "You can fuck off. You're going to school now." Right. So my bedroom was in the attic, right, and I used to shout out through the attic window. Because my mum could never hear for it because she was sort of like on the bottom floor, but on the furthest point of the house. So I used to shout out, I was like, Alex, are you going to school? And he was like, no. I was like, give me half an hour, I'll be over. And that was it, like, fucking game over. My mum used to hate me, yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'd never go to school. But then when I did go, my grades were amazing. Do you know what I mean? So, like, even though I probably was only there for like half the time, all my work was always done, and I was always on time with my homework. It's bad, that, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But, you know, they said, my teacher, do you know what she said to me? She goes, "So what do you want to do when you're older?" My mate was like, "Oh, I want to be a solicitor, I want to be a policeman, I want to be a fireman." And it's come round to me, I was like, "So, Darryl, what do you want to do?" I said, "I want to ride round on my BMX." And she went, "You what?" And I said, "Because any fucking job I get after that, right, is a fucking bonus." And she was like, "Oh, well, that's one way to look at it, isn't it?" She couldn't shout at me because it was true, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I was buzzing. I bumped into her about 4 or 5 years ago, and she goes, "Oh, so what are you doing with yourself?" And I said, "Oh, I'm training to be a paramedic." And she was like, "No way." She said, "It's about time you did something with your life, isn't it? Instead of fucking around all the time. I follow you on social media," and it's like, oh my God. Do you know what I mean? It's like, fuck my life. Do you know what I mean? But, and then my mate, listen to this, the same age as me, we were wondering why he was getting, getting after school detention. He was fucking my teacher in the classroom. She only ended up pregnant. Me, Jesus. I was like, fuck me, can I not have after school detention? And she's like, "No, you fucking can't." And I was like, "You can't swear at us." And she went, "I just fucking did, didn't I?" And I was like, "I'm not arguing with this." But I needed a bit of fucking discipline. Do you know what I mean? I was bad, yeah. And then I used to rob my stepdad's car all the time. That was just fucking, my mum hated me. And then I wonder why she didn't speak to me. Do you know what I mean? I was an arsehole as a kid.
I was an arsehole at school. I mean, I always got into trouble, like. But I'll tell you what, the worst thing I ever saw was this girl. We're in woodwork, and you get the clamps and all that. And they do the sawing, and you had to cut half a bit of wood or something. This girl, she had like the wood like this up like a corner, and she had a thumb like that, and all this. And she's cutting away, and all of a sudden it went through the thumb. And the ultimate reaction is to go, "Ah!" So she did that, and fucking claret went everywhere. Half the class were like throwing up, the other half were laughing, and there's a few crying, and the teacher just went, "What the fuck?" Yeah, he literally shouted out loud. He went, "What the fuck?" Off she got carted to hospital.
Jesus wept.
That was proper. I mean, we were heating golf balls up on like the old heat mats and letting them just fucking ping into the air. And you know, like in the ceiling when you've got those tiles, don't they? They used to fucking bang up and just stick there because they couldn't do anything else.
Wait, do you remember getting the Pritt stick, right? Taking the lid off, screwing it, and then launching it at the roof, right? And then your teacher would be like, "Where's your Pritt stick?" I was like, "I don't know, miss." And all of a sudden it just dropped down in front of you. Whoa, what are you trying to do? Like, we used to.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly,
we did like we put all like the old joke of the cling film over the toilets. We got so good. Some kid went in there. He went in there. No word of lie. He goes in there, and we went, "Yeah, he's going to piss on, whatever, piss up his trousers." No, he went for a shit and didn't know. And then we just heard "Oh my god!" didn't wait to find out what happened.
Oh, mate. Honestly, right? There's so many stories that I could tell you when I was little. But like, you think, oh yeah, you weren't that bad. And then I'm like, well, yeah, but did you throw half a brick through a windscreen on a wagon just because you thought it was funny, just because you'd get a chase down the road through the quarry? It was like, no, well, I did. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, what the fuck? I was like, if someone did that to me now, yeah, fucking I'd kill them. Do you know what I mean? It was like, and then we used to get a knock on the door by the police, yeah? The police used to get fed up of chasing us, yeah? They'd go and sit in my mum's house. My mum would ring me and go, "Oh, what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, nothing, I'm just out with my mates, yeah." She'd be like, "Oh, I've got Nicky and the other copper here." I was like, "Oh, right, I'll be back tomorrow." Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, I would never go home, right? And I remember walking in, right? And there was these two coppers. I'd never seen them before, right? Mike Clements was one of them. Right, in the Conway district, you can Google him. He's still here now, right? He's gone quite high up now, and then literally they used to chase the fucking life out of me, right? And I swear down, right, I would not stop running until I knew I was clear, and I just run for miles, mate. And I'd go up into the mountains, mate. I just fuck off like for days, yeah. And that's why my mum just never used to fucking bother. She'd never ring me after about 6 months because she just got fed up with the police turning up. They'd come round, they'd have a brew and wait for me to turn up. It's like fucking just run straight out the back door again. Bye. I wasn't hanging around, mate. Sod that. It was awful, mate. It was really bad, like.
Can you see down here, there's like a shadow mark? Can you see it's like a sort of shadow?
Yeah.
You see that? Yeah, it's like a shadow down there. That's where a metal toilet door was kicked. Like the kids used to sort of come along and kick the doors open one at a time for all the toilets. But there was no warning on this. Like if they'd done it, you just sat back on the fucking seat. They just came to mine first and just booted it like Aaron. It just went bang. And of course the momentum of the door just fucking cut straight down there. Fucking permanent fucking mark of a toilet door fucking on my forehead.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but I mean, it looks like a fucking crease or something. But it's under certain angles and certain things, you can see it. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, I was a bad boy, but I wasn't over bad, should I say? Compared to some people, right? I mean, there was a group of 3 people, and these kids, they went into the school was closed. They broke in because one of them lived across the road. They broke in, went into the science labs, and they turned literally all the gas taps on everything overnight.
I told you what happened the other day, didn't I, Brady?
They left it, and then they come back. Luckily, one of them, the kid who lived across the road, he had second thoughts. He went back and turned them all off. Because otherwise, it would just fucking light switch in the morning. That would have been it. That would have gone up. All of them got expelled except for the one kid who went back into the school. He got just suspended for a few months. But that's fucking so bad. We had a big assembly, and it was all like, "Oh, you shouldn't do this. This is what's happened. These kids are getting done."
Jeez.
Well, yeah, I mean, people could have died, like, it's fucking.
Mate, it would have taken out half the block, if not all of it. It was that bad. It was like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
But
kids don't realise the seriousness of what they do sometimes until it's too late. Like, they just think, oh, that'll be funny, won't it? That'll be funny. And then it's like, boom, and then there's somebody dead, like, you know what I mean? It's just fucking Yeah.
Oops. I went to a Catholic school. I think I said this before online. On air. We're in a mass. Obviously, a Catholic school. They have mass.
Yeah.
And you know the old wooden seats.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're all in the mass. It's all quiet, and you have to go up and do the Eucharist and all that jazz. I was sitting there and I was busting for a fart, and I did. When you try and sort of make it so it doesn't sound, it's just a silent one. Didn't quite work on these chairs. It fucking rippered. It went through. Everybody heard it. So I turned around and said, "Oh, who was that?" And everyone's just turning around looking at me. I got taken out of this mass. They phoned my parents up. And my mum said to me years like she remembers getting the phone call and the head teacher was sort of going, "No, John's been a naughty boy, blah blah blah." Oh, what did he do? He's popped wind in a mass. My mum didn't know what to. She's just laughing at the teacher over the phone. Go, what? He's fighting in a mass.
Well, listen to this, right? When I was in year 6, yeah, we had this teacher, right, called Miss Davis, yeah, and you look at these models, right, like page 3 models and that, right? Nice big boobs, perfect little body on her, nice peachy little bum, yeah? Well, the teacher's bent over and going, "All right, Darryl," and I could see right down the top, right? And I just went, "Miss, can you get your boobs out of my face, please?" That's all I said, right? She was bent over, me being me, I went, slapped her on her ass, right? I was like, yeah, going to the fucking office. I was like, fucking hell. I was like, "Oh, can you let go of me?" It's like, and she launched me into the headmaster's office and she went, "That lad slapped my ass and told me to get his boobs out of my face." And I was like, well, it was true. They were just there and it was just, I don't know, they were just really nice. And the teacher was like, "Shut up, you're digging yourself a hole." And I was like, "But it's true, they're massive." And oh, mate, my mum got a phone call. You should have heard my mum laughing on the phone, mate. My mum was like, "Oh, come and get him again," like, you know.
They're probably fucking happy. Actually, they're like, "Good, at least we know he's not gay now." That's fucking
This
sound.
is it, right? Listen to this, right? On the way home, my mum's on her phone. Yeah, my mum's going, "Do do do." "All right, Phil. Right, listen. I've had to go and get Darryl from school." "Oh, for fuck's sake, what's he done?" "I'll explain to you when you get home from work." Well, that's it. My stepdad's fuming all day, yeah? Right? And my mum goes, "You sit there." You said to me, "Stepdad, there's your food. Eat your fucking food, and then we'll talk." So my brother comes in. "Mum," it's like, "Fuck off out the room. I'm speaking to your brother." And I was like, "Right, sound." So it's like, fucking hell. So my stepdad's eating his tea, like, and he goes, "Right, what have you done?" And I'm just sat there and I'm like this. And he goes, "What the fuck have you done now?" And I was like, the teacher had the boobs in my face. So I asked her nicely, could she just stand away from me? I said, because the boobs were in my face. And he went, "Oh, well, that's not that bad, is it?" And I went, "Yeah, but then she was bent over and I slapped her ass." His beard just went, "Holy shit." He was like, you've been kicked out of school for that." And he went, "Right, let's go to the pub." And he went down the pub, right? And he was telling everyone, right? Fucking hell, it was all over, like Joe, like the local town fucking thing on Facebook. "Oh, Phil and Helen, yeah. Oh, fucking their eldest, fucking slapping the teacher's ass." Like, everyone was commenting, it was just fucking hilarious. But it wasn't for me. I got it right. I got it one ear, like, got it in the fucking over, and then my stepdad's patting me on the back, going, "Yeah, well done, lad." It's like, fuck, so I was gonna get a beating, like, you know. And he was howling. I was like the talk of the town for about a month, mate, honestly, because I slapped the teacher's ass. But even now, I see her now, right? Once in a blue moon, and I was like, "Oh, Miss Davis." She goes, "No, I'm married now." And I was like, "Oh, who's the lucky guy?" I said, "Clearly it wasn't me, was it?" Joking, yeah. And she just laughs, mate. She only lives up the road now. She only lives up just near the castle. And I was like, "No way." I said, "As if you live here now." Do you know what I mean? That's like proper crazy. Like, after many years of not seeing her at all, and then
So now you're a bit older. Can I feel your boobs?
Can I see them?
Can you get them out now?
Can I feel your ass at the same time?
She's probably watching this. Like, she's definitely on my channel. Like, but it was so funny. It would be so funny if she just pops up out of the blue and goes, "Yeah, do you remember that?" I was like, "Oh no." But yeah, it was so funny. Like honestly, it was like I was such a I wasn't a naughty lad, but I was definitely the rebel. Joe, the class clown. I was definitely that. You know, it would be like, that's do this, mate. Go on, it'll be well funny. You know, all right, we're like a fucking mong, yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, oh yeah, wouldn't this be funny? Like, you know, fucking hard. Fuck's sake, you know, it's like, but yeah, it's.
I just used to enjoy getting sent out to class. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
mate,
it's
I
fucking
used to
boring
walk.
as fuck in here. I'd just rather stand in the fucking corridor. It's fucking shit.
There was one teacher, right, called Parker, Mr. Parker, right? He was a maths teacher, right? And I'd be walking in, yeah, and he'd be like, oh, here's Daryl Lateef. Fucking hell. I went, at least I'm not a fucking Parker pen, you daft cunt. Oh, mate, that was it. Get out! Get the fuck out of my office! Go on! Fuck off! Go to the pastoral office! I was like, fuck's sake. I'd go there, and then I'd see the head of year, yeah? Because it was like secondary school. Everyone had like a head of year. And I'd go there, and went, oh, he's fucking at it again, yeah? Do you know what I mean? She went, no, don't worry. He said, any lesson you've got of his, just don't even go there anymore. Just come here. You can have an hour here with us. We'll have a panad, and we'll get some biscuits. Sound.
Happy
So
days.
what are you doing then for that year? Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm not dealing with this fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? Because like, he was going to be the one I think that really fucked me up. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, like not being able to get a GCSE in it, and you know, he was awful. Like, you know. But yeah, it was so funny. I've got loads of mad little stories, like, do you know, like, but it's just like there's only certain ones that I can say like on here, do you know what I mean? And it's but yeah,
we used to spend hours like every fucking day with a Bic pen with the center taken out of it, chewing bits of paper.
Yeah. Do you know what we used to do? We went one step
Get people in the back of the head.
Yeah, we went one step further. Do you know the hard bit at the end of your lace? Yeah, we used to stick a needle through it, Joe, to sew needles. We used to get one of them through there, right? And then we used to shoot it into people, and all you'd hear was "fuck." It's like, dug into them, like, you know, they're trying to get it, and they're like pricking the end of their finger, and it's hilarious. Honestly, we were assholes. Like, you know,
were you during lesson? Because we couldn't shoot it at the back of people's heads, we would try and shoot it above the blackboard and fill up that area above the blackboard. So it'd be like, and we'd all be, you know, like somebody would go like fucking, oh, that was a good one, like, you know, because you got it like fucking closer to the middle or like nearer a certain spot, you know, and it was like you start filling up a spot, it's like, oh yeah, that's fucking proper fucking aim, like, yay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got kicked out of secondary school. I think it was year 10. It was just before our GCSEs. It was, yeah, because we went into the main hall, and obviously they got all the PA speakers. Do you know what I mean, Joe? For when they do all their like, you know, fucking theatre plays and shite. Well, we'd gone in there and we just started putting loads of like club music and stuff on. Headmaster's office is next door. How stupid can you get? Brilliant idea. Turned it straight up, mate. Those windows were going, fucking, they were bouncing, mate, you know, and it was like, right, that's it. Shut it down. He's turned all the electric off, and we've just gone, oh, fuck. It's like trying to pick our bags up, trying to get into the canteen, you know, through the back way, like out, like, and it was like, whoever that is on the back of the stage, you better show yourselves now. And that's it. I was laughing, yeah. That was it. Game over. I was caught, yeah. And they were like, oh, who are you with? I said, I was on my own. And they went, there's no way you'd know what to do. I was like, you're telling me that I'm stupid? And that's all I said to him. And he went, I never said that. I never said that. I said, so you're telling me that I couldn't do that on my own? And that was it. He hated that. Because I knew the answer, whatever he said, yeah, he was going to be in a lot of trouble for calling me thick, right? Or for the other way around, yeah. And I was like, nah, I'm not having that, like. So I literally just lost my crap with him, like. And my mum was like, my son might not be the brightest tool in the box, she said, but at least he turns up when he turns up. And I was like, fuck's sake, I'm trying not to laugh, yeah. my mum, honestly, my mum was an arsehole, do you know what I mean, with me, like, but I understand now, do you know, like, many years down the line, it's like, it was about 4 weeks ago, right? My daughter, right, I was on video call with her, right? And she goes, oh, I'm just going to go and throw the bins out. I'll be back in a second, yeah? I'll give Harry the phone, yeah? So my daughter's going, Daddy, watch this. I was like, all right, babe. You're thinking she's going to show me a little party trick, yeah? She goes up to the door, she turns the camera on, and she went, I'll lock Mummy out. So she locks the door, and I was like, are you going to get Mummy? Are you going to let her in? She went, oh, no, she's not cold enough yet. 5 minutes later, right, and I'm going, babe, come on now, you know, I think Mummy's like learned the hard way now. And she went, oh, I better go and put the kettle on so you can have a panadja. I said, I think you're going to your bed. Do you know what I mean? I was like, you better wait. I said, you better open that door, yeah, and go and put the kettle on quickly for Mummy. And she went, okay, I'll go and do that. And I'll tell Mummy I'm really sorry. She's running through to the kitchen. The phone's going like this, yeah, jokes. I know she was running, yeah. And she was like, Mummy, I'm so sorry. I thought it would just be funny for 5 minutes, but it looks like you're really cold. I've put the kettle on. I can't make you a panad, but at least I can put the kettle on. I was like, fuck's sake, you're 4 years old. I thought, I wonder where she gets this from. So I said to my ex, yeah, I was like, Teresa, I said, I wonder where she gets that from. She goes, oh, I wonder who that would be. Clearly not me, is it? You know, like, you know, herself. And I was like, well, you know, what can I say? Do you know what I mean? And she went, I'm so glad that you're moving down because come September, within the first week, she's going to get suspended. And I was like, oh, don't say that. Come on. I said, I'm not taking the crap for that. And she went, look what she's doing now. Imagine what she's going to be like in another 6 months. And I was like, so like last year, right, I always say to her, I'm going to come over there, I'm going to kick you in the cunt, right? Then I, all the time, right? Well, my daughter, she got her mum's feet, dragged her off the settee, kicked her in the shin, and goes, kicked you in the shin. And I was like, try not to laugh. I thought, shit, she heard me. I thought, there's no way. All my live streams, right, I always put on private straight away because I know she watches my channel, yeah? Oh, well, that was it. My dad, she goes, my daddy won't shout at me. You can ring him. It's going to take him 3 hours to get here anyway. Sit there going, you fucking little cow. So I've got all this to come and I'm not looking forward to it, like, but it's still my little girl in it, do you know what I mean? So, you know, it's going to be a bit bonkers, I think, over the next few years, I think, with her.
Yeah, Barry Little mentioned something quite weird just now. He just said that one of his religious education teachers used to flash at the kids.
What?
In school.
Mate, take me back.
How about Barry? You'll have to explain a bit more, mate. That sounds a bit fucking OTT. How did he get away with that? What the fuck?
Yeah, we fucking
like, you know, flashing kids. Like, I mean, as a fucking teacher, and somebody else just now. Oops, I just tipped wax on my bed. That's clever. Somebody else. Wax. I'm trying to get it out of this thing so it'll carry on, like, you know. But and it was flooding.
Oh, on your pen. Sorry, I thought you said something else.
On my bed. Yeah, wax on my bed. But yeah, somebody else just said that there were 2 known nonces and they were still working as teachers in the school. How could you be convicted as a paedophile and work at a school with children? How is that possible?
Back in the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s, mate, anything was possible. My name's Joe Bloggs. Nice to meet you.
Fucking crazy, isn't it? That is crazy if that's true. Like, you know, paedophiles would still be allowed to work in a school after it being known that they were paedophiles. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but mate, look at the corrupt fucking government we've got. Don't tell me, mate, that is not happening. We all know, mate, how the only good sound system, right? And that's it. That's the only good system there is. A sound system. That's it. That's as far as it goes. The government, whatever else you want to call it, right? There isn't. They're all a fucking pile of crap, mate. They're all corrupt, mate, as anything. I've got good little speakers here, not too loud. Do you know what I mean? But it's clear and the quality's amazing. And that's as far as it goes. Paul the Fish. Glad she was a female, Barry. If not, dragging down its eye, wouldn't you? Hello, hello.
Oh, was it a female teacher was doing the flashing, not a male teacher?
I thought it was a male teacher.
Well, I don't know. I haven't looked at the comments yet. Oh, come on, light, you fucking wanker. Why won't this fucking thing light?
Wow.
It's fucking
crazy,
shit.
Right?
Ah, there we go. Lit. Finally. That fucking took a lot of effort. It's like when they burn down.
That's why you need
candles.
one of these, yeah? Go in, just.
Oh, this wax now is literally all over the bed. Look, I tipped it onto tissue paper, but it's going everywhere now.
Oh, mate, that was a bit daft, wasn't it?
Well, I thought they would soak it up, but it didn't. It went through the tissue paper and into the bed. It's like fucking waxed bed now. It's still wet, actually.
Bed.
Wax.
It's still wet. Like, why hasn't it dried onto the tissue paper? I don't know. You know.
This is the moment Matt realises it's not actually wax.
No.
Oh, man.
Was that a little bit of sex wee you had there earlier, Matt?
Sex wee, yeah. Sex wee.
It's not wax.
No.
It's not wax.
Yeah. Mummy, this doesn't taste like milk. I always remember, right? We went to a really weird scouts thing once in Abergavenny, and it was like they put us in a cow shed, but they never bothered to clean the turds from the cows' arses where the cows had just shit against the back wall, and they never cleaned it off. It was all just encrusted it was like breeze blocks, but it was not breeze blocks. It was like this of shit, right? And what they'd done is they whitewashed over the shit. And it's like, and this was our place. It fucking stunk. It absolutely buzzed, right? And then they said, all right, in the morning, they're like, all right, time for food. And they were like, oh, here's your cereals. And there was milk. And we put it on there and we tasted it. We were like, "Rah!" Everybody was like, fuck it out. And it was like gone off milk. And I think what they'd done is they'd taken the cream out of the milk or something like this. They'd taken the cream out and they gave us this fucking milk. And it was like, it's like gone off. It tasted like it was fucking gone off. And I think like this was just like somebody's idea of taking a fucking piss, like, you know. It's like we're putting him in this cow shed with shit on the walls. We're feeding him this fucking gone off milk. Ha ha ha. You know, and I didn't find it very funny.
See, like last year, right? I said to Leah, I was like, yeah, babe, you know, I was like, oh, you bought me banana milkshake. And she went, no. And I literally opened it and I went, what the fuck is that? And she went, oh, yeah, that's breast milk, that is. And I was like, I put it back in the fridge, like, oh, mate, that is the most sourest smell I've ever smelled of breast milk. I nearly took a mouthful of it, mate. I was like, oh, mate, can you imagine? I'd have been chucking it for days. But yeah, it's not nice, like. You wouldn't mistake it again, like. But the only way to describe it looks like banana milkshake, but a little bit less
banana milkshake. Eh?
Yeah, it's like
they're saying sterilized milk. No, sterilized milk tastes quite nice. You know, I mean, I've had sterilized milk.
Oh, what's that other one? You can get it in a tin. Is it
condensed?
Condensed milk, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, condensed milk, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I just think that they were into like you know, doing twisted things to the kids, like, you know, because it was, oh, that'll put hairs on their chest type of thing. But it was just, I didn't expect to carnation.
Yeah. Oh, I got my goggles on as well. Yeah.
Carnation milk.
Carnation. It's evaporated milk carnation, isn't it? It's just it's incredibly sweet, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
We
and
used
you
to have it on
boil
the
it.
tin from contented cows. I don't know if it does now, but
I'm just going to go
I don't know
get a
how
drink.
contented they were. But
I tell you something quite nice is Jersey cow milk. It used to have the gold tops, so you'd have like
yeah.
silver
You can
tops would be like
literally
normal
scrape
milk.
is that the one with the cream on the top of it on the gold top?
Yeah.
That was like
Yeah,
the milkman would deliver it. You'd have like half a fucking lot of cream in it.
yeah, because it's like they produce a super amount of milk, and it's fucking nice. That is really nice. You can still get it, Jersey cow milk. Yeah, proper. Yeah. What else was there? Just trying to think now. Like schools, the scouts, they made us pull these vehicles which had all the like 30 or so. What do they call them? Canoes on there, and it was like it had wheels and they had 30 canoes on it, but they made the kids pull it instead of actually just hooking it up to a vehicle and towing it. They'd give us ropes and make us fucking pull it up a hill like that. I was like, fucking hell. I was just like, what are we, like fucking black slaves fucking from the fucking 1800s or something? What the fuck is going on here? Why are they making us do this? It was just horrific. It took all the fun out of the canoeing because you knew that you knew you had to fucking go through all that on the way back.
Horrendous, isn't it?
I mean, you'd think the very least what they would have done is they would have said everyone can walk down to the beach, and we'll bring the canoes down. So you get more time then more time canoeing. You got more energy. But yeah, fucking weirdos. Yeah. Sampled milkman cream, especially married women. Yes. Yeah. Guernsey milk is nice too, apparently. Okay, fair enough. Yum yum. Yeah, we don't like human milk
though, because our bodies aren't designed to actually have milk. Only when we're young, and that's why some people are lactose intolerant because they haven't got the right protein in your blood. So I mean, if you can drink milk, happy days. But people feel ill because our bodies aren't naturally designed for it, so we can't break it down. It's a bit weird, really, isn't it? Because we all drink it. Well, most of us do.
Yeah, and they say goat's milk is better. I didn't mind goat's milk, and I don't mind goat's cheese actually, but they reckon it's more palatable.
I love any cheese though. It's great.
Yeah, that stuff you gave me the other day, and I was like, I've had this before, but it never tasted as good as the stuff you gave me. What were those things?
Those you didn't cook it.
Those halloumi. Yeah. Halloumi, yeah.
Oh, halloumi.
And that was fucking tasty because I've had it before, but when I've had it before, it was like a damp piece of like fat, basically, and it didn't taste of anything. But the stuff he gave, it was like he cooked it, and it was like very nice.
Yeah, you fry it up, don't you? I mean, you're not meant to, they say, but I just put a very tiny bit of oil in, and then just fry it up. Makes a lovely colour, and then you eat it. Oh, beautiful.
What we do with that, we put it in buttermilk with seasoning in it, and then into flour, and then deep fry it.
It was really nice, proper tasty.
Guess who's trying that at the weekend?
I'll send you a recipe, John.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Just what I want.
No worries, mate.
Yum 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 yum. I'm a fat bastard by the end of the week.
Fair play. If you ever get the chance to go and eat with Mr. Brady, cook you some food, it's well worth it because I was like blown away. It was just like fucking hell, this is tasty shit.
I'll go and see him at some point when I've got some money. I'm going to hopefully try and meet a lot of people. So I want to get round and sort of explore, say hello.
You're welcome, mate. You're always welcome.
Mr. Bengal, when we finish up the live stream, you have to hang around and we'll have a bit of a natter. Only because right, we're going to be in a very, very, very close proximity of your place.
Well,
Really?
it's not that. Not
It's
really.
a lot closer than North Wales, pal.
Still a long way for him, but yes, I mean it's marginally. He'd still be an hour and a half probably for him to get, easy an hour and a half. But you could, yeah, by all means, like if
It'll be cool, like, because we keep saying we're going to meet up, don't we? And then
I'll go at some point. It's just trying to get the time to like be able to meet. You know what I mean?
No,
It shall happen one day. It's on
Oh,
the
it will,
it's on the
mate.
cards.
We will meet.
Mr. Bengal, soon enough, mate. I'll be down
There it is.
towards the Northamptonshire area, mate, very soon.
Oh yeah. Well, I know that sort of area fairly well. So.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
I'm not saying what county, but I'm going to say Northamptonshire because that's like a lot closer than it not being, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, but yeah, soon enough, I'll be like 3 hours closer anyway. So,
Yeah, cool.
so we'll meet up at some point, definitely.
What?
The bearded drifter is saying, what's all this military activity of Chinooks over his house at 12 a.m. Coat water over Swindon? Well, I don't know. They could be going up towards the old RAF Lynham. They could be coming over to Benson, because Benson does a lot of helicopters. They could be going up to any of those military bases. It's probably at practice stuff.
Could be going anywhere. We have them fly over here at times.
They fly over my house.
Yeah.
The jets do anyway.
Yeah, mate, they come straight across this window here.
Yeah, because they go to RAF Valley, don't they?
Yeah, they cut straight across the water, mate, straight over.
I mean, it's usually just normal practice activities, and you might find it'll go quiet for like 6 months, and then they'll do the same thing again. They'll be like nom 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 every night for a week, and then it stops. They tend to work in cycles like that,
direction, right? For about a 10-minute drive is where the main headquarters is for the police helicopter. Is literally just down the road from me. And literally it's like it covers like the whole of North Wales, like. So literally you always see it, Joe, like not low, but it is quite low. You always see that out and about. And you think, oh, what garbage is happening now, like in Chernobyl of Wales of real, like.
Yeah.
Bearded drifter, I don't know if you know, not always do they show up, but there are sites that you can actually have a look at, like Flight 24, and it's a site that you can actually look at what aircraft are in your area, and these aircraft are meant to ping out their correct details, so it's possible that you could type in the time when you're there. I think it allows you to go back the last 24 hours, and then if you want to go beyond that, you have to pay a subscription service. But basically, I mean, you should be able to find out, if they're pinging out their details, and then you can watch then where they're going to. You see where they come from and where they're going to.
Yeah,
you can see them on the flight radar.
They put their maps up, don't they, in a big line to where they're going.
Yeah. So if I type in, it says accept cookies, and you can say try free for 7 days, or you can search. So if I say search now, if I say, I don't know, Swindon, so type in Swindon, and it will, what's it say? No matches found. What the fuck's it on about? Oh, I think
even the maps don't want to know about Swindon.
do you know what it is? I think you've got to type in the you've got to type in the I think you've got to type in the 4-letter code letter for the nearest airport. So it's EFFG.
Comes up Swindon, it goes, don't be a cunt.
Yeah. What's it like? RAF.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. What's it called? EG. It's going to be. What's the thing called now? It's called the code. I can't remember what it's called. So I've done this for a while now.
SWDN, is it? for Swindon?
No, it's EGFF, EGHK. They're all like EGLL.
Oh.
EG,
Google it.
EGUB. EGUB is Benson. So let's try that one. EGUB. So that's there we are, RAF Benson. Show on map.
How
And
the
then
hell did you remember that? Not just a pretty face, are you?
I think
One started at PDX.
I think the obvious ones, like Heathrow, is like is it EGHX, and then there's EGDL. I think was Lynham, off the top of my head. Hang on, let's have a look. EGDL was Lynham. Yeah, that's Lynham Airport. But these are international, so you can type this in any country, where you are, and you can see where the aircraft are going. But it's a standardized system they've got. But anyway, so like there's a helicopter now near Benson live. If I click on it, it's a HLE. It's going to Benson. It's come from, it's from Benson. It's going to Oxford, and it's an Airbus helicopter H135. So that tells you live, and it shows me its flight pattern. If you click on the helicopter, it shows me where it's come from. So it's come all the way from Oxford down to Benson. Shows me exactly where it is, its height, everything. So it's quite useful. Flight radar 24.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm on the UAV forecast, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. That for
in
my local area.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. So like that's the helicopter going into RAF Benson. You click on it, it then shows you the whole of its flight path. So like around this area, you can sort of zoom back, and there's not much showing up. Oh look, there's a few aircraft. Like most of them's around Gatwick. Look, there's hardly anything in the sky that's showing up right now. That's quite mad. There's not much there. What about Heathrow? Yeah, it's probably because Heathrow shuts down at night, doesn't it? It doesn't go through the middle of the night now.
Oh, doesn't it? No.
Don't know. There's nothing flying from it, but I don't know. Gatwick is flying, or so Crawley. So where are all these aircraft then? It's not showing up very well. Come on, Crawley. That's Gatwick. Yeah, there we are. Gatwick Airport. So there's an aircraft with no call sign, A320. Its registration is EZWC, so that's probably Easy Jet. Yeah, EZ, and that's an Easy Jet. Yeah. Oh, you can see them on the left-hand side of Easy Jets. But like you can see that one's been taxiing, because you can see where it's taxied out, and it's moving now. Look, it just turned. You see it turned?
Oh yeah.
So it's taxiing. But it's a crazy system, this. Like you can track aircraft, but in the daytime there's a lot of aircraft out there. But I don't know whether
go over the border, over the sea.
Yeah.
And go and start clicking on random ones, mate. Look where they're all coming from. America, Australia, Germany. Yeah. Not one of them, right, is one or the other. You know what I'm saying? I can't really go into it and say, because it's not my live stream. Do you know what I mean?
So, yeah, there's an aircraft there that looks like it's probably coming from the States, Chicago to Istanbul. So it's going to overfly the UK. So it's just going straight overhead, and that's probably going to be quite high. So how high does it say it is? It's at 35,000 feet at the moment. Doing 496 knots.
Wow.
Bombing across Wales.
Wow. Mate, I wouldn't want to get stuck in Wales either.
Yeah.
You
can see its flight path all the way from Chicago. Look, see the United States.
Look.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but it's daytime in the United States. So you can see the light lines. So you can see we're dark, they're light. But you can see all the
I
aircraft.
never knew what that was,
Yeah.
It's a time zone, isn't it?
Time zone. So we're in the dark, but you can see there's a lot of aircraft flying these routes to the Emirates and back and forth. And
I've got a nice picture of the Emirates aeroplane, mate. It's really nice, mate.
I mean,
first time I ever got to see one, I managed to get a picture of it.
You have a look at the busiest sort of route, really. It's all over Turkey and all over Egypt. I mean, that's where it's all like. Yeah. So it could be because people are. Well, look, it's all going into the Emirates. Look, I mean, all these aircraft are zoom, 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 zoom. It's the Emirates. Everything's going into the Emirates. Yeah, and this is a massive corridor. Look from Japan.
Look how empty it is just north of Turkey.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Oh yeah, it's very quiet over Ukraine. Look, yeah.
You know why? Because they've put a no-fly zone.
They haven't, have they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, last week or earlier this week, put a no-fly zone. Yeah.
It must be in the last few days.
That hasn't been in the news.
I don't know, but it's definitely
nobody's stupid enough to fly over there. That's what it is, because you're going to end up getting shot down. You know, you wouldn't want to fly over an active fucking war zone, mate. But the thing is, no, that hasn't been in the news about a no-fly zone, because the thing is, if they did that, then they'd have to enforce it, and they have to enforce it. I mean, they'd be shooting down Russian jets, which is what they don't want to do, because Ukraine can fly its own jets over its own country, but if anyone else tries to enforce a no-fly zone, that'll be like the start of World War III.
Yeah, well,
they'll end up having to shoot down Russian aircraft.
Well, because they were getting threatened, weren't they, with nuclear? Yeah, so they went, right, that's it. No one flies in, no one flies out.
Well, they're not allowing Russian aircraft to fly in and out of that. That's pretty what you're getting confused. No, they're not allowing any Russian aircraft to land anywhere else in Europe. I think it's basically they're fucking. You stay in Russia now. That's it.
Well, that's it. Like they're all going from Kiev over to the Poland border. Yeah, basically they're not even searching the vehicles. They're just letting them in. And last week alone, they accepted 1.2 million people.
Yeah.
That is crazy. My mate, his mum lives in Poland. I'm very close to the border. And she said every now and then you could hear it going, things going off. Yeah. And so she's got on a plane from Poland and she's come over here for the time being. She said she might go home to it and nothing.
Yeah.
That's scary, that, isn't it?
Well, there's a lot of aircraft flying over Russia right now, but the thing is, you watch in a month and 2 months' time, all these aircraft are going to disappear over Russia, right? There's not going to be there anymore because the aircraft are running out of time for servicing, and most of Russia's aircraft are serviced in Germany, right? And the Germans have now said, well, you can't fly out of Russia to come to Germany anymore. You can't come in. We're not allowed to sell you any parts because of the embargo, so the sanctions. So basically, all the Russian aircraft use American parts. They can't get the parts. They can't get the servicing. So their aircraft are going to be down unless they want to fly those aircraft in a dangerous state, which will be interesting. But basically, you're going to see this map of all the aircraft in Russia. It's just going to be like, nope, nobody's flying in Russia anymore. So that's going to fucking hurt big time, because it's going to be like, right, the only way you can get around in Russia now is cars and trains. You haven't got aircraft anymore.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see
that's
the video
going to hurt them
on TikTok? There's about 2,000 carriages on a train, yeah, and on every single low platform, carriage, there was 2 army tanks, and they were just kept going, mate. Honestly, that's like scary stuff. Like I was watching it, I was like, wow. I've saved it on my phone somewhere. I'll have to look through.
They're sending them all into Ukraine, and they're all getting fucking blown up.
Yeah.
They seem to be quite successfully fucking destroying these tanks at a great rate, because they've got these good little weapons that fire up into the air and down. They're not like these sideways launch stuff, which is like, it's sort of they lock it on and it fires up in the air and comes down on top of the tank, because the tanks are not so well protected on the top. they're very well protected from the sides, but they're not so good on the top. And these fucking weapons just come bang straight in through the top. And that's why they've been killing so many of these tanks, because they've got all this advanced weaponry which has been sent over.
It's crazy stuff, mate.
It is, yeah, it's very crazy. I mean, I can't believe Putin is still fucking doing all this. He's just cutting himself off from the world now. That's it. You cut Russia off, fucking, Russians are going to suffer because of it. So everyone's going to be really fucking wanting to get.
No, they're not going to
out.
buy the oil from him. They're not going to do any business with him now.
No gas, no oil. We won't sell them anything, and we won't buy from them.
Nope. So they are going to go to an independent state, yeah, and then that'll be it. That'll be it. No one will want to deal with them, right? And literally, they'll just go thingy, and then that'll be it. Then everyone will start just taking over the country. They'll just start moving in bit by bit over about a 10-year period, mate, and that'll be it. Game on, mate. I'm telling you now. They'll just be like, right, I'll buy your business. They'll go to the next one, right, I'll buy your business. And that's what they'll do. And then they'll just get taken over, mate. And they won't like it, you see. Do you know what I mean? And then eventually they'll become a part of the EU, is it? So, yeah, it'd be a bit crazy, mate.
Well, the trouble is, I mean, Russia for a long time, it's been run as like a mafia fucking mob state, isn't it?
But yeah, it's very interesting watching that.
Yeah.
But
you just watch how many aircraft disappear from Russia now, over the next month, how this map starts to look really, really quite, yeah. And it's going to get sparser and sparser until there's almost the only aircraft that'll be flying are special military flights and special, presidential flights. There won't be any passenger aircraft.
Yeah, man.
And it'd be like, I wonder if Putin's going to get the message. Then it's like you have fucking slit your throat, really.
Pretty much, mate.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna win well.
No. Oh, well, there we go. Right. Bang that back off. But yeah, so anyway, there we are, Bearded Drifter. You want to get on that Flight 24 and learn how it works and see if you can spot where these aircraft are and where they're coming from and where they're going. I would imagine they're going to Benson, and they're probably flying practice maneuvers from Benson up to Fairford and things like that, probably.
Cool.
Mark,
right,
I've just had some pictures sent to me, mate. So I've just WhatsApped you them. I just sent them to Brady as well.
Okay.
Yeah, these ones aren't. They're sort of funny, but not funny at the same time.
Ooh.
Oh, all right.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Where's that from?
I don't know. I've just had them sent to me. They said, "Oh, can you show Matt these?"
No.
So whoever it is,
it's somebody's cut themselves. It is, but they're worried about putting it. But who?
Who's
I
that?
don't know.
Who is it though?
I've heard that name before. Where have I heard that name?
But it's not funny though, is it?
That's not funny at all. But
the bottom one, I've seen that. The bottom one, yeah. Well, that kiddie is the one that tried to get us to go to places and then call the police.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Friends with the spastic.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, guys, I'm going to have to call it a night because I got work in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it's only 12:30.
Been going 3 hours?
Yeah, that's all right, mate. You'll be up in no time. You got 3 hours to go, yeah?
Oh.
Mate, I feel sorry for you, mate, even being up this late.
But yeah. Cool. Just want to say a big thank you to everyone for coming over tonight. Appreciate it. And for watching my video. Appreciate that as well. Thank you, Matt, for coming on. Mr. Bengal.
No problem.
Welcome.
Thank you, Taffy. And we're just going to, yeah, it's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, we'll catch you on my birthday live stream on Monday night. I'm not sure what time yet, but yeah, Monday night, guys. So we shall catch you all later. Thank you all
set up a live stream. No, mate, not a chance. I'm taking my crackhead tablets, mate, and I'm fucking off to bed, mate. And I'm putting it politely, like, without those, mate, it'll go crazy, like. So I am a little bit overdue. Normally, I'm like flat out by now. It's like 25 to 1. Normally, I take them at 9 o'clock. So,
right,
hey,
guys.
Just before you go, oh, I was going to say, just before you go,
yeah.
Do you want me to show you? I found that helicopter from last night he was on about. There it is. Right. See, you press the timeline and you can roll it back, and the helicopter is an SHF 538, which is a Boeing Chinook, and it came over Swindon, directly over Swindon at about 9:20 last night, right? 9:23, right? So if you follow it forwards, you'll find out where it went to, look, right? And it carries on, and then it disappears. It disappears down here at about Kingsclear, and then it must land Oakley, somewhere down here. There, it stops, look. It stops in this place. Oh, no, it carries on, look. It carries on. I was going to say, where does it end up then? Oh, Clidderston. No, it keeps going. Where do people want to put their money down for where this helicopter is going to end up?
Should bet now.
Matt's back garden.
Yeah. No, it went to this place, Upton Gray or somewhere like that. I think it was the last place it was spotted. Look.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
So yeah. But where did it come from then? Let's have a look. That helicopter, if I click that, to see where it came from. It came from, oh, that looks like Ross-on-Wye, Pencraig. That's the bloody, isn't this not far away from where the SAS are based?
Yeah. I'm pretty fucking sure it is, mate.
Redbrook, Rockfield, Broad Oak, Baysham. I'm just trying to Hay-on-Wye. Yeah, I'm just trying to. It sort of popped up about there, and sort of, I reckon it probably popped up on the radar, but came from the SAS training place, and its destination, don't know quite where, but if you follow it right the way through and just catch it before it disappears, because it's there, it is going along. If you follow it, eventually it's going to get to a point. Oh, you got to pay money now to find out more, or go on. If you go on again, clear your cookies and go on again. But you'll fight if you follow it, and then it'll go dink and just disappear off the map. That's when it's landed. So it's somewhere there. It's probably a secret SAS base somewhere down that. So there we go. Anyway, I thought I'd give you the mystery. So there we are. Anyway, now you know. So you can follow these Chinooks and find out what's going on.
There you go.
Right, and on that note.
Okay. All the best then, folks.